Frogman and I are starting our journey here at Johnny Boy Landing, paying tribute to the grave overlooking the Japola River. Rated one of the coolest fishing spots and hangout spots in Calhoun County. We're eyeing up the creek over there. We're going to try to find some fossils and artifacts at a later date. But yeah, this angel now is headless, and somewhere hopefully it's finding its way.
Caught it. See the blue rope and a tree.
Right across?
Straight across that great.
Oh yeah, I
that
do.
biggest tree.
Yeah. One time my mom and I hung out with, well, we were just fishing here, and some local guy, he jumped off of this and swam to the other side, and he said he's been doing that for years. So that was really cool. So yeah, that's a hangout spot over there. And just like we were saying, just to get away from the heavy population on this side, right there. And imagine what the skunk ape would be thinking and feeling.
You could tell by looking at the bank over there, people have walked on it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Over there using that rope swing.
Of course, the stories with Johnny Boy is that he passed away here, drowned by the river, and he's always here overlooking the water. But then some people say that this kid just loved coming here, and then was buried.
Hangout for him. Have you tried the spirit box here?
No, I haven't. We should come out here one night and do it, the full-on way.
At night, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Look at this. See, look at this right here. This is probably to help people climb back up the bank.
Oh wow.
So they don't have to go all the way over there. What else would it be for?
Right.
It's hollow. The innards are gone.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, so it's fairly new. Maybe it's to tie off.
My truck's got the keys in it. So let's go get.
Yeah. To the road we go. We're heading to Econfina Creek, Skunk Ape Mecca, and also one of the most beautiful places in the Panhandle. Home to Devil's Hole and a bunch of other freshwater springs that I believe connect under earth in the subterranean chambers. So we're looking for Bigfoot, we're looking for dragons, and water mystical beings. I'm so excited. Of course, let's get it. Of course, on the edges, when you're going for like catfish.
The rocks are going to be, there's going to be more of them.
And the current, of course, drags you to the edges most of the time too. But yeah, this is the.
It just means you're not using enough weight.
Of course.
I got a tackle box in the.
But then you put more weight on, you might get caught, in the middle.
It
so
makes it harder to get past the rocks.
But if you're gonna go big, you're gonna get snagged once in a while.
That's it.
But this is the Willis Bridge, and then I also call it the Derelict Bridge because Mitch, my buddy, he filmed his movie Derelict. In the opening scene, he's actually on this bench right here, playing catch with himself with a baseball. And yeah, Wesley was across the river over there filming with the camera. And it's really cool. It's a big drop off. I'm gonna put my phone in anything that's really important right there.
What, you going out on the?
Just to climb up.
Didn't they realize and understand people could do that when they built this thing?
Yeah. Oh, this is cool. There's some aliens and spaceship graffiti.
Oh yeah.
With some like pyramids and naked ladies. 313. That's Detroit.
Oh, it's funny that you know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know some area codes pretty well, mostly from music and movies, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, do you know what I remember what my original area code was.
What was it?
Florida, 305.
Oh yeah, Miami, yeah. Well, just Dade County.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, of course, just hug the pillars,
Oh yeah. Our car's gonna be getting up there. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Is it too slick on that side?
I'm sitting down here.
Maybe that side's more slick. You could try this one, see if there's grip.
It's not slick, it's the angle.
Oh, okay.
The grade. I guess the slick's got a lot to do with it, yeah.
I jumped off this though. When my mom was filming, she was over there, and I jumped off right here.
Into the water, I suppose.
Yeah, of course.
Was it deeper?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, it was brown water. So it was a little risk like for ear infection and maybe like an alligator just tugging me down. But yeah,
Alligators attacking you, that's really, unless you come surprise them or come to them, they're not likely to attack you.
right, and that's what it would have been if I jumped on his head or something, you know. Yeah.
That basically is what it would take.
But a disturbance too in the water, you know, a big splash.
Well, if you're in the water and you're around them, they know you're there. Trust
Right.
me when I tell you, they know their environment. Because push comes, I mean, at the end of the day, that's their environment, not ours. So yeah, they know you're there if you're close to them.
I like fishing from up here too, just because you can kind of see everything.
Like what? Fishing?
Fishing, yeah. I fish from this side and just like fish right in the middle of the river, you know.
Fishing on the bottom?
Well, it pretty much it stays flowing, so it's probably a little off the bottom. But it goes to the end of my.
Look, there's water still dripping off the bridge
Yeah, I can hear it.
from the rain. I assume so.
I went with my friend Cassie one time past right here to a whole nother level, and that was pretty extreme. That was the highest I've ever went.
Well, it's the same thing as where you're at, it's just further out.
Yeah, but the bridge keeps going a little higher, so it's like 3 feet higher, you know.
Well, from here, it looks like those center two pieces of the post.
Yeah.
You won't be able to get underneath it. You'd have to lay down to get underneath it, get past it. And then not the next one. There are 2, 3 from where you're at. Count the one you're at. I don't think you can get underneath that one. I can't tell for sure from here. It looks like it's too close to.
Yeah, you might have to hang with your hands too, go acrobatic style.
Yeah, seems like it'd be easier just to come back down here, walk across the bridge.
Yeah.
And somebody did some cool graffiti right there. Check that out.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get a close up of that actually.
I wonder if that's supposed to be dominoes.
It's like a whole city.
That's what it looks like.
It's skyscraper.
Yeah, I do like finding me some bottles.
Yeah.
I got that one spot ready to go now. I'm ready to go into the pile.
So that place across over there, that's one of my bottle spots too, and it's a whole trail, and that links all the way to like Black Bottom, and Black Bottom has a story of River Baby, where a wolf.
There's a cave underneath that catwalk where that thing comes down to.
Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of caves throughout the riverside. That's what Japola River's good for, you know.
So we could technically take out here. Is there a boat right here?
No.
You gotta go back there where we was at before. But we could put a kayak in the water on Magnolia Road and take it out of the water up here at this landing that we went to.
Yep. Shoot, we could go all the way.
Magnolia Road's right around the corner from the house.
Yeah.
I could have her set there take the kayaks out of the truck, leave them there, have her sit there and watch them, while me and you follow me, and we take the truck down here and park it, and then me and you go back up there to where she's at, and she can leave when you leave your car up there.
Yep.
That's the way to do it. Because you almost got to have 3 vehicles in order to do it. And one of them needs to be, either you got to have inflatable kayaks or you got to have a pickup truck.
Yeah.
It really needs to be. It doesn't have to be, but then without it being a truck, you get into you need to have a carrier.
But even our
And
first time.
That's one of your bottle spots?
Yeah, up there. So there's a whole trail that walks the river all the way down, and then it just explodes like in 4 different trails into the woods. But a couple of the spots over there loaded with bottles.
Before you get to where the trails branch off?
Yep. And there's one place that there's this fence, and it's just really thick.
See, I could
and
come
I
down
always
here.
told myself, I was like, oh, I'm going to just come back when, next year when it's getting, thinned out.
Yeah.
So literally it's coming up
Wintertime.
and right about now. So it's perfect.
Well, we'll go check out the other place first.
Oh yeah, this is good. This is good scout though.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, because this is
Now, I
all
know where it's
nearby.
at. I can drive here
This
too.
is all nearby.
How far is that? You think?
Oh, there's miles of trails.
And I'm
back
talking
there.
about how far to where the bottles are.
A quarter mile, half a mile.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, this is one of my spots. I gifted lima beans way back there. One of Dave Shealy's skunk ape recommendations.
We got around that gate, didn't we?
Yeah.
We're right back on the road we're supposed to. The gate's supposed to keep people off of.
Yeah, and that loops around
To the right. Orange juice.
and there's some kind of
It's gotta be a
spring over here too. I think it's called Mystic Spring. Pretty cool. My mom and I have hiked this a few times.
that comes out in the river.
Yeah, I think it's just like a little tributary back end thing.
See, you would expect if there's going to be any kind of ever was settlement or structures, they'd be on these high ground, on the high ground.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's a dump. Look right here.
Yep. Back here's where I found some bottles for sure.
There's a freaking pile right there.
Yeah, let's see what treasure awaits.
I'm carrying my shovel. See, a critter's hard. You can free. All right, I'll get that out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It doesn't look like it goes very far though.
Hey, it's good cover for the night.
This is a good rattlesnake.
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
See, I'm thinking that most of this tracks are going to be fairly modern. Yeah, see.
Pretty modern.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty modern. Anyway. What's that bottle? It's modern. What's that?
That's cool.
A1.
Yeah.
Yep. But you don't know if you don't look.
Oh, that's 100%. Here's a Tropicana.
Yeah, juice.
Yeah.
That's what this is modern stuff.
We'll come back another day when we're properly equipped and we'll clean it all up still. Zima.
Yep.
I remember when those broke onto the market.
Scene.
Yeah. That shit was funny.
Well, I mean, we got a shovel, but we don't know much about this area other than what we can see on the ground top.
We'll definitely come back though with even just garbage bags just to clear it out, and we'll donate the glass to people that can turn it to jewelry.
I don't know if you can get it all. I don't even know if it's worth trying to come back and get it. The sentiment is, you know, is very admirable and it's a great idea and all, but the realistic logistics of it
The efficiency, yeah.
are just not. You know, you gotta, because it's not the time. I got lots of time. I got a truck, but I gotta have gas to come to it. I gotta have bags to put it in, and most importantly, I need someplace to get rid of it that's free.
Yeah.
Because then, if not, if I start getting rid of it and I gotta pay somebody like Waste Management at the landfill, now I've had to drive all the way up there and pay to get rid of it.
Right.
See, so it's
got to add the pros and cons for sure.
If people want to help do it, yeah, hey, great, let's do it. Let's get doing it.
Yeah.
But other than that,
all we can do is spread awareness.
all we can do is check it to see if there's some old stuff.
Yeah. I'm with it. And Apalachicola River Keeper, he can come by.
Well, he understands why we're not hauling it off.
Right. I'm sure he sees piles all the time.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure
Yeah.
he's seen enough to make him cry.
Yeah.
But like that, did you ever see that? It was a 70s era, a 70s and 80s era commercial about litter. A famous Native American, I do not remember his name, stands on I think he might be sitting on his horse. Sitting on a horse overlooking like LA. And they show, they do a close-up in shot of litter blowing down the highway and coming down, and then there's litter at his feet. And then they cut away and show some like pollution running into a river and a creek. Then they cut back to him, a close up of his face. You get one single tear running down his eye.
Oh, wow.
And of course there's a continuing verbal message as well, to, you know, talking about the shame of it all and how much it really and truly hurts.
It is sad.
Yeah, very sad. But you can't teach people to not abuse their environment. All you can do is suggest it to them. If you suggest it to the wrong person in the wrong way, they become offended.
Yeah, and you'll become part of the environment when you're 6 feet under.
Yeah, well, we all do.
Yeah,
In some
we all
shape,
do.
form, or fashion.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't. Yeah, none of us can escape it.
Today is a good day at Look and Tremble Rapids. It looks like it's class 1, class 2. I would love to take my kayak down, but that adventure will have to wait. But man, this is so thrilling. This area is dense with legends. Religious snake handlers dying from venomous snake bites, a headless ghost searching for what he lost, and a story of 3 crooks that turn on each other after a burglary. So somewhere their treasure is out here waiting to be discovered. But these rapids have swallowed up tons of rafts, inflatables, and it's definitely messed up some people. And there's some beautiful fossils all throughout here. Hopefully we'll find them one day. So Gary and I have arrived at Econfina Creek, the water management area, not far from Devil's Hole and a lot of other cool campsite areas. We're doing a scout mission to see if we can camp here in a couple weeks, because when the sun goes down, this place gets really weird. Here's this weird track
It's the oddest part
that
of
we
it.
just found, as big as my hand. It's strange. I don't know if it's a weird bird just landing and taking off, but yeah, it's just one.
Yeah, there's no other tracks leading up to it, none leading away from it.
There it is to my feet.
And that's been since the rain too.
Dang.
Almost like somebody bent down and did it.
Yeah, that's interesting. A 4. Well, I guess if it's this side, it would be these 4 fingers. It could be those 4 fingers. Where's the thumb? That's wild, though.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll cast that on our way home.
Yeah, you good.
Cause it's crazy. It's weird.
That's fucking true.
And you know it's right by the pine cones.
Yeah.
And you know what we say about the pine cones? The pineal gland, third eye,
Yeah.
spirit molecule. And you said there's another track right here or something.
It looks like a deer, but I can't tell. It's gotten it rained in. That's a dog.
Yeah.
Got rained in enough times now, or enough on it. Watch is all it takes around here. That rain we got this morning, man. When they, you know, you said something about they had some damage to some trailers over there on Magnolia. At one point, when you were standing, when you could stand in that entryway door from our living room to the front porch and look out that front door, and you could not see anything out that front door. You couldn't see the yard, you couldn't see the trees across the street, you couldn't see the street, mailbox, nothing.
That's how bad.
From the sideways rain.
Yeah, it was thick.
Yeah, yeah. In the wind, you know, it was just, yeah. The world disappeared for a minute or two there.
Right.
We got lucky.
And that post I sent you was less than a mile from your house, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was crazy.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah, I got texts and calls for tornado warnings, severe
Yeah,
thunderstorm.
Notification.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the grill, as a matter of fact. And it's like,
That's the place to get the best information.
and it seems like that's what always happens.
Cool X cross with the trees. And we just saw this smaller print, which possible dog, which I maybe see a claw mark right there. But if there's no claw marks, then that is a big cat. There's definitely panther and bobcat out here.
If that's a cat track, that's a big one.
Yeah. But just from the looks of everything else, yeah, from some of these further ones, yeah, I look like I could see the claw mark a little bit better. Dang, it's kind of sad they've logged this out a bit though. Maybe they clear it out just from season to season. But usually this is all woods, especially right here at this sign.
Walsingham Bridge. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Is that 10 or 1.0?
Oh, I think 1 mile, yeah.
1.0. Because I was going to say, if it's 10, I'm probably not going to see that bridge today.
Fender Bridge, Apple Bridge, Two Penny Bridge. That's where we're going, is Two Penny Bridge. One of the most famous bridges in this area.
I don't have 2 pennies.
Yeah. I don't know if I do too. I don't know if we got 2 cents between us.
We found 2 pennies. At that,
Yeah.
You put them on the
Yeah, meant to be.
table, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it was right there by that grill.
One really cool report out of this area comes from the 1980s. During November, December hunting season, 1981, my stepfather took us hunting many times in the Snipes Island Grade, Econfina River area. His family had owned many acres of land in that area for years. We spent quite a time in the area camping out, sleeping in makeshift lean-tos. Numerous times while being left alone, I can remember the eerie sensation like we were being watched, and the hair standing up on the back of my neck. One evening, it all came to a climax. After a day of hunting, discussing how astounded we were to how quiet it had been and how still the game was, there was no sound of crickets or nothing, not even a bird making a noise. There was one noise we did hear occasionally, which sounded like a hoot owl on steroids. We discussed a very distinct odor that smelled like a skunk or worse. My stepfather said it was just a wild hog or so, he thought, and made nothing of it. Hours later, I remember being awakened by my stepfather, setting up and screaming at something to get away. He quickly fired several shots of a rifle up in the air. The same stench at this time was terrible and gut-wrenching. We could hear a loud crashing noise as whatever it was ran off into the woods. We sit up and was talking as described a tall, looming figure which walked up and was looming over the lean. He guessed it was about 7 feet tall. A loud hoot owl-like noise several times during the night. All other animals had been quiet that day, not even the insects making noise. Pretty cool. A few months later, they were in the area and found a deer. He recognized the skull as a deer had a unique set of horns. He knew because he watched the deer fall and knew where it would have been. For several weeks prior and even afterwards, my stepfather and his friend had been hunting quite extensively. He often commented on the eerie silence and how nothing, even bugs, seldom ever made noise. The days we were camping out, we all experienced more hair standing up on our necks. It felt like we were being watched. Also, about a week earlier, my stepfather and a friend had shot a young buck. A buck was dead run like it was running from something. Again, he marveled how quiet the forest was. He marked the area where the deer had fallen and went after his friend to help him retrieve it. Nowhere when they tried to return it could they find the deer. A few months later, they were in the area and found the deer in an entirely different spot. He recognized the skull as the deer as a unique set of horns. He knew because he watched the deer fall and knew where it should have been. Wow. Then, of course, Donnie Miller had an encounter where something hit him across the back and then threw sticks at him. Oh, it smells Pretty wretched right there.
You cut that too?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yep.
It's right here.
Yep. Something's dead or something's watching us.
Well,
That's horrible.
the wind's coming from that direction.
So we're walking towards the source.
Yeah. And it's not hugely overwhelmingly strong, so it's not it's not super close.
Right. Interesting.
I still smell it.
A root steak. And then Donnie also told me about one of his friends camped overnight out here and then had a log thrown through the back windshield. So that was really cool and spooky to think about. And hopefully that doesn't happen to us when we spend the night out here. But I've hiked this trail at night and it definitely gets a little weird. There's a lot of gnomes that people leave in small villages. And honestly, I believe that at night, maybe a couple of them do come to life, because that's what I felt. Felt like little ankle biters were on the hunt. Pretty wild. And whatever lived here before would probably be a little mad about all this recent destruction. Might take it out on us.
Yep.
And I got my Smoky Mountain Bigfoot shirt on that Jay Fielder, my buddy, gave me. I interviewed Jay a few years ago about a giant turtle, lost dinosaur in Lake Talcum that he caught while fishing. Pretty interesting story, because I've heard other ones just like it from the same body of water, same area. So there's something to it. Lake Talcum also is a location where they filmed a Finding Bigfoot episode. And there's a funny video online of like a guy hearing a Bigfoot knock, but I think it's just like his drunk friend.
Yeah, let's right here's a good spot
to catch a breather.
Yeah.
Let's see your chair in action real quick. Frogman's hauling this thing, so let's see. Nah, that's perfect. Take that right by a river.
Oh yeah. Now I can take my backpack off.
And breathe.
Sit down.
And you don't have to worry about ticks climbing all on you.
I ain't sitting on the ground.
Yep.
And it's not that heavy. You can get them. They've got one more section that folds out into
a
backrest. Yeah.
Yeah. That's classic.
But I mean, I'm good with this. Having that one section off of it makes it a little bit lighter and more doable as far as weight for carrying it.
For sure.
Beside it too. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, some kind of like campfire thing.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
This is the beginning to the gnome village, so we're not going to disturb it, but we're going to keep our eyes out from now on for our little friends. We got to keep good in their good spirits, or else we might not have Achilles. Here we go. We found another gnome with a white rabbit. Alice, she might be nearby. Luckily we got some M&Ms and some cool things. There's an interesting break, but of course the weather's been treacherous out here, so Mother Nature is the beast of the woods most of the time. But she's also the guardian. Sounds like something is kind of copying off the spirit of the woods.
Somebody's done a ritual or something. That's a candle.
Yeah, this is cool. Some type of outdoor ritual on the trail. Lots of wax and candles and flowers inside of the glass. We just had a wild encounter with
that bottle's got New Amsterdam on it.
with a girl and her dog. He was very excited to see us.
Pink Whitney.
Oh,
New Amsterdam on it.
That is cool.
See, you can get, look at that right there. You can get corks of all sizes.
Yup. Wow.
And that other one's corked too. Sure is. There's a bunch of bottles in there.
Yeah.
Somebody's really, they've been coming here quite often. That's what that says to me.
Burning here every time. One new one every time they come.
Apparently, yeah.
Speaking to the gnomes.
If you can camp back here, there's as many places available to camp as what that board showed. Yeah. You can camp back here. Several people could. I smell like candle or some kind of...
Artificial smell?
Yeah, it smells like some kind of perfume.
Maybe it was a girl.
Yeah, but why would you just now smell it?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Maybe it's like a... Maybe it's a strong flower smell.
You're right, she was completely untied, right?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Smell it? Boy, these shingles, this shingle material,
Yeah.
you would think the snake would want to lay on that. Because it would get hot and sun
Definitely good grip.
on a cold day. That shingle would heat up big time. This is not this penny and a half bridge, is it?
No.
I only bought a half a penny's worth of bridge.
Yeah. I wonder if that girl uses All Trails, the app. Maybe she's just a local. Yeah, I was going to send you that app to look up on the Play Store again. Just because you can review and like see what people say about trails around here.
Right.
So like this trail, we would see what like a hiker said, you know? Like, oh, ticks were bad, hasn't been maintained, got chased by Bigfoot.
Right.
No, gnomes tried to eat my ankles.
Yeah, my ankles are scarred for life thanks to the gnomes.
There's a really cool,
There's a gnome community,
perfect little fortress or
potential
something.
community.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
I can sense the water, so our time is coming soon. Oh, look at the spikes on this.
Yeah.
Imagine, you know, bracing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That might be a locust.
that is
The
cool.
locust trees, you've got those like that. Look at them down towards the base.
Yeah, where the juice is, you got to protect it, you know. Wow, that is so cool.
That would be so painful if it.
Yeah, grip that with your hand. Oh, I know. Go Negan on somebody.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's funny.
Like rotten or mildewy citrus.
It's definitely a weird smell.
The trail closes right downhill on you down here, don't it?
Yeah, and this is usually how it is the whole time. Like at night, dude, you really think like, same thing with Terraria, you know, it's so narrow that you just feel like something could just like take you with one arm. So I've been trying to beef up a little bit. Kickboxing, eating well. Double order at Taco Bell.
Okay. Is this a bridge?
This might count as Apple Bridge, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I just know Two Penny Bridge. Oh, we can breathe for here for a sec.
That's a good deal. That's a very, very good deal. I don't even need that. Yeah, well, you know, maybe my
Less you have to go down, you know.
backpack. I like to sit on the bridge. And I'll sit on the stool.
Just don't lose balance.
Yeah, don't tip backwards.
Yeah, or else you're crashing down harder than I would.
Yeah, because I'm a couple feet higher.
Yeah, you are, dude. That's wavy though. That's
way
cool.
the hell down there. How'd that happen?
Yeah, you're in a new climate zone up there,
whole
dude.
different altitude.
Yeah.
How's the air up there? Is it thin or what?
Now you know. You had to get on the Bigfoot's level.
Yeah, right.
I got my good luck Squatch socks on. So we're bound to have an alpha nature experience. And the creek's gonna be flowing nice from the crazy storm last night.
Well, there's a lot of water still running down here.
Yeah. Keep your balance on that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too slick, but oh, that's smart. There you go. Wow. I didn't even consider that.
I'll just cut around it.
Yeah. Let's see him.
Yeah, that
Let's see his technique this time, yeah.
staying up here keeps me out of the briars. There's lots of briars down there at the bottom of that one.
Yeah, there is. Here's a good
Look
one.
at the water.
Yeah, it's optical illusion. It's like the Terrea thing. It's like, oh, there's the road, but you still got to hike, you know, a whole nother mile. Good luck. That's so cool. Big bridge.
I give the person that walk those timbers out here, I give them credit.
Yeah,
That was
me
a
too.
Small job.
I know. I'm tired carrying 2 Powerades and oatmeal cookies.
Exactly. Well, we're getting closer.
Here we go, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. It's a little darker than usual because of the rain, but
You missed the other. You missed another.
oh, I did. Good eye.
Yeah. You're out there waiting.
Oh, heck
scolding
yeah.
you.
Good eye.
Scolding
The
you.
water had me, you know.
You're not seeing him.
He's found his woosah. That's awesome.
Go
Now that's beautiful.
I don't want to sit on that log, though. It's going to spread out in the sun.
Yeah.
Down here, right in the water.
I see a bowl too, so it looks like some kind of offering.
There might be a gnome there.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, there is too. Right behind it.
Good eye.
Oh, you saw a ball.
Look at that. A bowl with some shells in it. A gnome. A heart. Overlooking a magical spot. Econfina Creek. World famous. This is why you moved down to the Sunshine State. Yeah, it definitely is.
The size of some rivers. Right here, anyway.
Yeah, and it gets wider at some other spots too. Yeah. Gary's got the awesome spot. The frog man perched up.
Yes, indeed.
And that's cool.
I got my overlook picked out.
Yeah, you do.
You know what that's gonna lead to?
We'll definitely be hanging here when we camp too.
And I wonder, because the site doesn't really pass the campsite there, has it?
No, I don't think so. Yep. Here we go. Nice little feeder creek. Wow. Talk about magic.
I guess we're gonna have to start. I might start watching for my own little gnome figurines. Oh, frogs, miniature.
That would be really.
Get frogs.
That'd be really cool.
I'll spread my people throughout the world.
That would be so cool.
Frogs.
I like that.
I want to get little frogs.
One little frog hidden at every trail you've hit, you know.
Put one every time I see a. Put one wherever I see a gnome at, and they enhance each other.
We'll have to go to McClay Gardens where they have that actual gnome home in that big tree.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's really cool. And it's a famous spot. That's where we filmed a couple scenes of Please Make Sense, that horror film directed by Alex Ullum.
I'm almost positive I heard voices like that.
Yeah, I feel like I hear voices too on the trail. That or music. But it might be the babbling brook. Could be the river. You know, creeks do that.
Too.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be squash chatter.
Could be a siren. And I ain't talking emergency vehicles. I'm talking mermaid.
Yeah, the sirens that used to. Sirens of lore lured sailors to their doom.
Yeah.
With their siren song. In the stories of Sinbad and the sailors, the siren song was so powerful that it was painful.
Yep.
And they clapped their hands over their ears and drive them crazy with, you know, fear and anxiety and pain.
In the new Marvel movie where the fish people attack, they have like this call that makes all the sailors and people on a ship just jump off the overboard. Yeah, kind of like hypnotized.
The what movie?
Black Panther.
Oh.
The newest Marvel movie. But then, of course, Avatar: Way of Water talked about it too.
Since we're not gonna do camping in January, I'm probably just gonna try to get it. Reserve a site. You're usually off every Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna always have Saturday night off.
Yeah.
As far as you know. Well, I'm gonna pick a. How far out do you know your schedule? Just a week ahead?
Yeah, work-wise, yeah. But I know I'm filming one movie on a Sunday in Tallahassee, and it's only for an hour scene, but that'll be in the afternoon. Yep. Okay. One of the later January.
Okay. And I'm back on another note. The idea I had is you like making videos to post on YouTube. Well, there's a lot of bottle hunting YouTubers post on YouTube. Bottle hunting is something we can do that's free. Now, the guys that are closest to me, closest to us, that I've been watching are in Alabama. And I think they're in northern Alabama, and they're walking creeks a lot. Well, that's all fine and great, but I don't know the area well enough to know where creeks are that go through or are close to towns.
Right.
Because that's what it's going to require to have any kind of, to have any amount of artifacts in it, or
relics.
Yeah, relics in it to make it worth messing with.
Right. But at the bare minimum, down here in Florida, creeks got fossils, so we're lucky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a two double-edged thing. You can look for one thing while you're looking for the other thing, or vice versa.
Shark teeth.
The fossils.
Yep.
It's like somebody almost looks like marks in the bottom right there from the kayak or canoe.
Yeah.
See that straight
Crack
line?
the stone a little bit. Yep.
What are your inflatable kayaks? What's the length on them?
Like 9 and 12 feet. So they're
9, 10. 10 foot's about perfect, I think, for one person.
they're perfect.
And if I
They
could find a
both
fit-
can hold 2 people though. They're both designed to hold 2 people.
In a pinch, yeah, you could do it, yeah.
Not even in a pinch. No, they're designed for 2 people. So you have extra.
I like the idea of a canoe more because you can stow more gear in it.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little bigger and a little bit more cumbersome as far as moving them around, but their draft, you know, they can go in water just as shallow as a kayak.
Right.
Which basically equates to a creek.
We used to canoe in Mohican all the time up in Ohio, and that was a really cool spot, known for Native American lore, Sasquatch legends, and they had a rock formation that looked like a man. And in 5th grade, they take you out there to the outdoor school for a whole week, and you learn all about, you know, the history and how to survive, and it was one of the most magical times I've ever had.
Cool.
But that's canoeing to me. Kayaking, pretty much
how old
everything
you say
else.
you were?
5th grade was that. But I did it all the way until, you know, I moved away.
You know what my 5th grade consisted of? Out of school, it was I used to go fishing a lot. Lake was right down the road from the house, half a mile.
Yeah.
My childhood is literally spent with 1 foot in Lake Okeechobee.
That's awesome.
Because just like I say, it's right down the road. Now there's a elementary school and an RV park between the house where I grew up in and Lake Okeechobee. Back then it was all just sugarcane fields.
Wow.
It was a 4-lane highway and Henderson's trailer park. And then the 4-lane highway. And then everything else was sugarcane fields until you got to the lake. Which again, it was only half a mile away, so.
I know Okeechobee has a lot of stories too. I think they even have a lake monster.
I don't know about lake monster. I can tell you, they have found, I've seen dinosaur scales that they brought in off the lake that came off the bottom when the fishing boats would go out there. And these were the dredging boats, or the seine net fishing, where they'd start out in the water and they'll start dropping that net out the back of the boat, and they'll just keep going, go for the longest way, and then turn and come back, and the whole time they're still letting net out. Turn and come back, and when they started dropping it out, it had big buoys on it, and they're turning and coming back, aiming at that big buoy. Then when they get to that big buoy, they take the end that's still attached to the boat, and that end that they dropped in the water, hook it all back up to the boat, and start reeling it in.
Yep.
And catfish, thousands of pounds of catfish.
Wow.
I've seen more catfish at one time, looked like rocks, like gravel on the ground.
Yeah.
There was so many catfish. I used to, in my teenage years, my job, one of my jobs consisted of being a catfish skinner.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a catfish skinner, worked in a fish house.
That's awesome.
We had they dumped the catfish in the end, we had a big table. The end of it down on this end, they put a bunch of them in there, had them usually in like 35-gallon old galvanized trash cans, still whole. They might have been frozen, they might be fresh, it's hard to say what the day might have held, you know.
Right.
Dump them on that table, and then right beside that there was 2 pieces of big pieces of plywood like this, one on this side, one on this side. There's a hook at the top, like made out of coat hanger or something of that, you know, that nature, and they'd hook that catfish on the bottom. Actually, the first person that got it ring it, they were the ringers. They'd slice it on each side of the neck, right here. And then throw it over in the next bin. And then on the other side of that bin was me, Skinner. I had the Skinner pliers. I'd grab that catfish from this hand, hook him on that hook, reach up there and cut that top fin off so it don't poke you.
Wow.
Sling that off your pliers, then grab one slice, pull, the other slice, pull. And if it was a fresh catfish, second time you grab him, when you pull that skin the second time, you could just pull it right off the fish and go, and now you'd have a naked fish there.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
And then you take your knife and, no, actually, I think that's all I had to do, yeah, because the gutters, it was the ringers, the skinners, and the gutters. They'd ring it, I'd skin it, and they'd gut it. And when
That's
they
so
got done
cool.
with it, it was ready to be rinsed out one last time, packaged up, and sold.
Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Whole catfish.
I love that.
Yep.
We
Whole
used to catfish on the Ohio River a lot, so I'm sure my grandpa and my mom will like watch this back and they'll be like, oh, yeah, that's how you do it.
Well, that was commercial, for a commercial fish house.
The quickest,
They sold them to
quickest
the
way to do it.
restaurants. They sold whole, bulk amounts of fish to the restaurants.
Wow.
And the fish houses, and just people would just come in and buy 10 pounds of catfish and take them home. All they had to do was fillet them or cook them whole. They could literally take them from the fish market home, clean them up, prepare them, cook them, and eat them. It was fresh fish.
That's amazing.
I've seen bluegill. You got a big hand. Spread your hand out like that, and I've seen bluegill bigger across from here to here than your hand.
Oh yeah.
On the back, from the belly up to the back.
Yeah.
Bigger than that.
That's a beast.
Yeah. A monstrous bluegill. There's so many other places in the world that stone was worked in a manner that we can't even match today. With today's advanced technology, compared to when that stone was cut, we can't do it. We can't do the same thing. We cannot copy it and make it just as precise and perfect and long-lasting as what we find in some places in the world.
Right, it's like they had lasers or
Something
cut it with their minds.
How, exactly. This has got to be a bridge.
Yeah, so we're at 1 mile
Oh, so we got half a mile to go to.
to 2 Penny. Yeah.
So what is this one?
I'm not sure if this is Apple Bridge or if that last one was. We'll have to
Well, that's been the first actual, real honest to goodness bridge.
yeah.
So we've got half of what we already came, and a little bit more than half actually. Oh Lord. Oh, how we can do it. Gotta get to the big bridge.
Oh, that's pretty cool. The fungus.
Yeah, that's like chicken of the woods or something.
Wow.
I wouldn't swear to that, but that's what it looks like. That's the amazing thing about Florida. There's so much that goes on here year round. It only takes place in other parts of the world or the country at certain times of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Down here it happens all year long.
There's a little disturbance. Not sure what would create that.
It could have been that. Oh,
Yeah, it could have been. He was hyped.
we still haven't seen the campsite. Not that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't know if we missed one of the campsites earlier because maybe they like forested that area, so it just didn't even ring. But honestly, we could perch up right on that first creek part, or right here.
You know what? It could be. It could be even right here. Maybe not right here, but it's flat enough. I bet that's right. I bet you're right. I bet that's a site for the tent. Is that what we're gonna? Are we gonna break?
We can. No, I was just gonna cross this. I crossed here last time. Oh, there's a cool. Wonder if it might be too slick. Yeah, I'm not gonna cross that. I'm gonna make an executive decision and be smart.
There this morning.
Yeah.
You do what you want.
Yeah, I might
I'm
still
here
do
for
it.
you when you gotta climb out.
I might just be. For the batteries. Everything else. Oh, might as well my wallet too, just in case. Don't want to ruin everything.
Yeah, don't want to ruin. Yeah. That's the stuff that you most don't want to ruin.
I think I'll be fine. That's the famous last words though too. Haha.
Harder coming back.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta go uphill. I ain't trying. I'll hold down I'll keep this side secure for your return.
Yeah.
I'll put security. That's why I'll get attacked.
Yeah, what would I do over here, you know?
Keep my staff ready. Damn, I wish I brought that cord on. Yeah, we got some new stuff on here. Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to get shot. I'll have to call the doctor. What's today, Wednesday? They might be able to get me.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. Got a bad case of loving
Got
you.
a severe case. Poison sumac. I don't know what else. I mean,
I'm recreating the Torreya video where I was tripping shrooms. That was really funny with the Torreya tree and like the gopherwood tree. Were you able to screenshot a picture of yourself yet?
not yet. I haven't even tried, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna, I think what I'm gonna do is send that, just share that video out to my daughter up there in Ohio.
Yeah.
And she'll watch it, I imagine. I'll tell her that there's a segment in it that we actually walk right up to a Torreya tree. It's an actual living version of a Torreya tree in Torreya State Park.
Right in the center of Garden of Eden where life began.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I was in Torreya. It was at Torreya we saw the tree.
Well, that's right in the center of the Garden of Eden too. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because there's
well,
a Garden
it's
of
that
Eden
same
trail.
region. There's the same region.
And in the documentary, they show the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like a 15 square mile region. That's what they say.
Yeah, I would put it all in the same then,
yep,
yeah.
it's all the same. Allen Bluff, Eden.
I know that Garden of Eden hike was, I know it, that's brutal.
Yeah. I told you about the gentleman that went to church and then hiked after, and then he had to be rescued by the police.
To get him out of there?
Yeah, after he read my book.
Yeah.
You saw it, man. It's tough. It's tough as heck.
Yeah. I can't imagine that he would have gotten out there and been, well, I can imagine that he would have needed to be rescued.
Yeah.
Because you don't know that those areas, unless you're with somebody that does know, even with a warning, which I'm sure, you know, a cautionary thing being told to you, you still aren't going to have a true concept of what the trail's really like until you're on it.
I told you the loop was the hardest. You knew the loop was the hardest. You had to experience it.
And the loop was most definitely, beyond the shadow of a doubt, the hardest.
And you wouldn't know until you hit that loop. So like old
yeah, if there was nobody standing there telling you, well, just so you'll know that the loop is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Just like the sign says.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
That's wild.
Yep.
It's dark right here, that's for sure.
This would be a camp spot. Keep the tent up there. Get it right up there underneath these trees.
Yeah, overlooking the bank.
Canopy over it.
You're right.
It's probably mosquito heaven in June or July. Well, most of the year, except for when it gets 17 degrees. No, I don't think mosquitoes are coped with.
It's a cool little,
Equipped to cope with that.
cool little sitting spot. Oh, a little wet.
See, it works out good because I can lean back and go like this and take the weight off my shoulders but not take the pack off. See, because it'll rest on
the back of the thing.
Yeah.
It's perfect. There's a small feather right there. And then a cool little hole right here.
I still don't see the feather. I see the hole. Where's that feather? Is it brown like a leaf?
Right here.
Oh yeah, okay. It was just turned sideways. I couldn't see it. Hold on. I like feathers.
Yeah, feathers
That's
are
too
awesome.
small to try to keep, but let's check this out.
Yeah, maybe just put it somewhere cool.
Yeah, like this. Let me hear me. Block a spider's hole.
Yeah. Hey, the gnomes can go play Peter Pan and fly through the forest with hope.
Or they can use some of the feathers to quill their arrows.
Yeah, you're right. Should I leave
They can harvest lizards.
yeah, it's like dinosaur size to them. It's hilarious.
For a lizard barbecue.
They should ask us for some toothpicks or something, you know. Oh, there's cool little hole right there. Stick my camera up it. See if there's eyes
cool.
or anything.
I'm surprised there's not a gnome in there.
I know, that would be a perfect spot.
Were they like save them all up or something? Someplace. What's going on here? I'm not jumping off no cliff.
Yeah, these are some huge banks, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. That's deep. It's hard to imagine that water's that far down there.
Yeah, I know. That's a gully.
Yeah, how many thousands upon thousands of years it took to do that?
Right.
To wash that down.
It's a lot of water.
And at any time, Mother Nature could come along and change it all. She could blow, well, not now, maybe that tree would do it. That tree could go down in that creek and bring those trees over on top of it with it, because it causes the bank to get washed out, and then the bank gets washed out more behind where those trees are at. And now
it'd be an
this corner's gone.
Yep.
And the creek's going over there.
Yep.
And it'll wash it all back down to the same level as this before it stops. Or it'll wash out more of the bank and more stuff will change.
The way of the water.
Constant in this universe is change.
Yeah, it's
the only constant. Nothing else is constant. Nothing else is everlasting. Everything ebbs and flows or comes and goes. But change is inevitable and eternal.
well said. We should not fear change, because it is everywhere.
Yeah, you're not going to change. You're not going to do anything to affect it. The best you can do, or hope to do, is make all the changes that come upon you in life positive ones.
Mm-hmm.
I've done good with that in a lot of ways, and in a lot of ways not so much.
That's life, though.
Yeah, I'm only human.
Losses are lessons. There's another disturbance in the trail. Cool little mushroom. Mm-hmm. They said they look at Sasquatch stool samples and it doesn't have any bacteria or parasite in it. So
Unlike
somewhere,
humans.
yeah, exactly, unlike humans. So somewhere they're finding a balance out here in the forest, and I bet it's, of course, a combination of natural herbs, fungus.
All of it.
Yeah.
They know which ones to take, if they feel bad, if they get sick, how they feel, which ones to do what.
Little, dang, that's so cool. There's like that stick right there, and the water's going down it, like a rapid.
The water's going down.
Like a tunnel. Is that cool or what?
Yeah, it cuts a pretty good chunk out of this. There's quite the bank right over there. Cuts a shell like a short wall.
Yeah, dang. Might be some fossils.
Who knows? You never know what's in there.
It's cool.
But you got to be willing to get down there in that.
Oh yeah.
To get to those kind of spots.
Which
And then get around them.
I'm definitely willing.
Well, it's just not the right time.
Yeah, it's always got to be the right time.
Well, right weather for something of that nature. And the problem with the right weather is when you get the right temperatures, you get too much rain.
Right.
More of that chicken of the woods. I'll bet that's what the
Dang, that's cool. That's big too. Very
It
big.
just rained this morning, see? And now it's gotten warm. So yeah, that fungus spot's like, oh, do your thing.
Props to anything that survived the cold that the Panhandle went through.
17 degrees. You seen that beekeeper, how much they were hustling around out there, so seems to me like that's a good indication that the bees came through it.
Right. This is probably the best site we've taken to yet.
That's an amazing
Yeah. Even the beavers would be impressed.
They wouldn't nothing be able to approach you from that side of the creek without making a lot of noise. Would it?
Not at all. It'd be the natural alarm
If you
system.
had a tent or a hammock, but I can't sleep in hammocks. So right here'd be a perfect spot between these two trees. That big tree and that big dead tree. Hang a hammock. I suppose you could clear it out enough right here and sleep with your head on the high side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just got a new hammock for Christmas.
Did you?
Yeah. So I got 2 now.
Yeah, I can't sleep in them. They bend me up in such a way that it curves my back. It's very, very painful for me after just a little bit of time. I'd be better off just to tie a tarp from tree, you know, a string from 2 trees and hang a tarp over it down to the ground and lay on some sleeping mats.
Right. Hey, that's all you need, honestly.
This has got to be a campsite. Look at it.
Right here, all flattened out.
Yeah, it
Pile
won't
of
take much
wood.
to drag those sticks out of the way.
This might have been the spot that I first thought of, right here, because this kind of seems like an indentation.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much to clear a spot enough for the footprint of a couple tents or one big one.
It's a pretty far walk, though, to get here with all the gear.
Absolutely it is.
You definitely earn it. That's for dang sure. Oh, got a limb to the eyeball. Aw, such a cute little waterfall. That's funny. Yeah, Jonathan Odom is hosting the camp out up in Alabama. He's gotten some great footage of like a weird cubed UFO going through. Some cool thermal images of Sasquatch. Not sure if he got the white thing footage or someone else sent it to him, but he's the one that broke the story at least.
What was it?
The Alabama white thing, it's like a white humanoid creature, possibly just a albino Sasquatch maybe, or just a gray colored wild man, but up in Alabama, and his footage got pretty famous. But I'm just not necessarily sure if he recorded it or if one of his team members did. But he runs Alabama.
His region or his
area? Yeah, his area. And he runs Alabama Paranormal Bigfoot, or Bigfoot and Paranormal. They're a nice big Facebook group. I'll have to invite you to it, because he's the one that invited me to the camp out, so he's a really cool dude. Good friends with Flat Rock. That was the first mutual friend that built the bond. But then Mark Green is up there too, and he was on a Finding Bigfoot episode up in that area, so it's really cool. Oh, here's an awesome waterfall. Damn.
Dropped quite a ways right there.
Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. That's a true Florida waterfall.
Pieces, long stretches of trees. 2 or 3 different trees laying in the creek down there.
Yeah, those are huge. definitely really thick over there on the other side.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Something could be right through there and camouflage.
That bank without making noise.
Right.
Well, I see a spot right there they might be able to. But on the whole,
it would have to be a master.
Yeah, absolutely, and they'd have to be intentionally trying to be quiet. If they were being careless and in a hurry, you're going to hear them. I don't think, of course, you got the noise of the water to contend with.
Right.
So who knows?
Yeah, we thought we heard voices walking towards us, and those voices never came.
They never materialized.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Wonder what it was. It was chatter. Some kind of chatter.
But it very well could have been.
Don't know if it was samurai chatter, babbling brook chatter, echoes of our chatter, echoes of ghosts. I don't know.
Hey, we never did do the... Oh, we're going to do the spirit box at the bridge?
Yeah, or on the walk back. And then we'll definitely do it at Johnny Boy's Landing, you know, in the next coming months. Yeah, I can sense it's coming up though.
Push on.
I could carry the stool back if you want me to.
I got my hand on the rope up here in front.
The rope would be the most irritating part for me, you know. The weight on your back ain't really nothing.
It'll cut into your chest or neck area.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I've got my left hand up here holding it.
Yup. I have sensitive skin.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, you don't want none of what I got right now, then.
Yeah, I definitely don't want no damn poison ivy, poison umac. I had that last time I was in the mountains. It went good though, you know. It was just severely painful. I thought my foot was gonna fall off.
Itchy.
Yeah. Pain was worse than the itch though. Which I know a bad itch. I know a bad itch is bad. Luckily it didn't itch that bad. It was just literally pain.
What kind of tree is that?
Not sure. Just get in there though. We'll see it next year.
Look, we've got quite a bit of water to walk through right up here. Look right in front of you.
And that's all the water leaking through, yeah. Shoot, we should have brought our boots.
Yeah, we'll find someplace on the edge.
Yeah, we're good. It looked a lot like right when you said that, I was like, dang, it is like underwater.
You see that pool?
Yeah, I saw this. That looked bad.
Then you realize
it's an optical illusion.
It's got plenty of edge to it. Yeah, your water hitting something down there.
Yeah, heavy flooding.
Well, like splashing out on a rock.
It does look like kind of rocky down there.
Yeah, it's got to be right here where it's falling off the edge. I'm gonna have to.
Let's see if I can find my shadow on the tree. That's cool.
Turn my back to you for a second.
Hat man.
Spot where a lot of people hunted. Not private property, but public property. On the spot where a lot of the public went and hunted for deer. Well, here comes opening day. I'd gotten this spot all juiced up. I'd been putting down attraction. It was far from the truck, but not real far. So, by that, what I didn't realize is a lot of other people hunting it. Here comes opening morning. I'm out there. Now I see other people's lights up above me, walking out below me, and above me, and I know at some point or during the day, that's going to become an issue. And sure enough, got daylight, a little while into the morning, up above me a gun goes off. Here comes this doe. And I said above me, it was a good 400 foot. It was a pretty good ridge. Typical of southern Indiana. Okay, hold on. I watched it Didn't have no holes in it, wasn't bleeding. I'm a ethical hunter. Somebody else shoots it and it comes to me, I'm gonna either drop it or watch it drop and wait for them. They shot it, it's their deer. Well, there was no holes in it. So I shot it. Knocked it down one shot. I was sick. Had the flu, was running the temperature. Shouldn't have been in the woods.
Yeah.
And here comes this guy crunching down the hill.
Of course.
I had just get started. I hadn't gutted it yet. Because again, like I said, I was sick. I was moving slow. I was sweating like a stuck pig. With all my hunting clothes on. Talk about, what are you doing with my deer?
Oh my gosh.
I said, what are you talking about, dude? He said, I shot that deer. I said, no. I heard you shoot at the deer. When it got down here to me, it didn't have no blood. Didn't have no hole in it. So I shot it. But I'll tell you what. I'm sicker than hell. I don't really feel like dressing this deer out and dragging it back to the truck. Will I do it? Yeah. Since you seem to want it so bad, you go right ahead. Then he was all, oh, thank you, man, thank you. See? So that told me he knew he missed the fucking thing.
Yeah.
He
See,
was
that's.
coming down here to came down here to try to talk, you know.
Yeah, he probably heard. He probably heard that.
somebody.
He probably heard that second shot. Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, he heard me shoot. He had
Yeah.
to. So he knew that I shot it. Probably more likely the same deer. He figured he hit it and somebody else dropped it, and he was being done wrong, and he had to go get his deer.
And at the end of the day, you could always, like, you know, look at the bullet, right?
Well, no, not necessarily. Not with shotgun. They're not really.
It just breaks apart, so it's not identical.
It might I suppose a 20 gauge or 12 gauge would make a bigger hole than a 20 gauge,
But yeah, when you're
You're gonna have
out,
to
when
get
you're
down
out
to
there, you're not gonna be able
you're gonna
to.
have to get down to the meat to be able to tell that difference.
Gotcha. Not possible out there with
Well,
some
not
hillbilly.
Looking at that from the outside on the hair, the hide, and all. No, not really.
Right. Maybe if it was two professionals, you know, trying to figure it out, but
Well, again, yeah, you're talking a whole set of circumstances that would have to be brought about. But it's just not worth proving that much.
that weren't present.
It's easier to say, you know what, take the effing deer.
Yeah.
There'll be more deer.
Yeah.
I know I shot it. I know he missed it.
Right.
He seemed to want it that badly. Yeah, go for it. Get it, take it. Some years I'd shoot a lot. Some years I wouldn't shoot even one. More often than I didn't shoot any than it was that I shot a lot. Almost like you go on a dry spell, then you get 1 year where you make up for all that dry spell.
Yeah.
Well, what's the person supposed to do with that much bulk amount of meat at once? And there's only two of you. And it's been only two of us, ever since me and Susan met. They ain't feeding no. Not at my house anyway. Ooh. Still feeling like it's right around the corner?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just right up there, right? Yeah. Right up there.
Yeah, you're always almost there.
Almost.
We are almost there.
You gotta think 0.6 miles. Like that was what 0.5 miles ago.
bit more
That's my math, you know.
A little bit more than half of what we already want.
That's my math for sure.
Which is why, at least hopefully we can get back past the water spots and the big elevation changes before it gets dark.
Yeah.
But I ain't going past that bridge, sorry.
No, that's all right.
Today. Might have to camp at the bridge as it is.
Yeah, we might have to. Luckily, I got those oatmeal raisin cookies. Well,
Look, I'm
that's
dragging my...
what I said earlier. I said I'm packed for camping.
Well, oh yeah, yeah. Did we ever eat those other M&Ms?
Nope, we're gonna eat those too. Yeah, we got a whole
Just here in a little bit.
we got a whole picnic at the bridge.
The only bad thing is I don't have my medicine.
Yeah.
I have to call Susan and tell her to bring it to me.
Yeah, she can meet us down. She could just put a raft in and just ride Econfina Creek.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Or just attach it to that dog and say, go after that dog, those guys you were barking
Tell
at.
her to say, stick them on him now.
Yeah, just give him your scent, and he'll know exactly.
You hear water falling again. I've seen them beech trees, these beech trees in Indiana, get 4 and 5 foot across at the base.
Those are beasts.
And once they get real big like that, they are real subject to being hollow. When they get real big like that, they get hollow and break over and make stumps a lot. A big stalk sticking up in the sky. Yeah, I hear the water running down there.
There's one like branch off trail that one time I took, and I like left tobacco at the end of, and it definitely seemed spooky. But when you're alone, even the simplest stuff is spooky.
This is what I get for making such a late start.
Hey, that's, you know, the storm cause and effect.
Yep.
If we go missing,
I had to do 14 dozen things before I left home too.
if we go missing, they'll blame it on the storm this
There's
morning.
a gravel bar right there.
Oh, see if there's any gems waiting for us.
It's a big gravel bar.
That's really cool.
With some black, look, there's more on this side of it. With some blackish night water between these two pieces of gravel. Well, when
Yeah.
you stand over there, it's black. When you come over here, you can see right through it.
It's weird.
And it's only that deep. When you see how, look down there where my stick's at. Stop right there. See how black it looks?
Yeah.
Now walk up here and look down at it.
Yeah, it's like crystal clear.
Yeah, you see right through it.
That's so cool.
Okay. Let me stretch my steps out here. And you say this bridge crosses the creek, huh?
Yeah. So we could stick our rods in the creek and ask it, hey, where do you get crossed at?
Wait a minute now.
Look how high it is.
Yeah. I thought that tree over there was the bridge.
Yeah. You want to make it a bridge? We can.
We call this the bridge? I think we should.
Nah, we're this far. It's got to be right up there.
Okay, I'll lead the way.
It's much harder to drive all the way back here and then do the same trek again.
Yeah.
That's how I always tell myself. And I want to hang my legs over like a kid.
Well, my
X marks the spot.
Garden of Eden.
Yeah, I love that bridge at the Garden of Eden.
Well, hanging off the bluff, I definitely got a sense of vertigo.
Yeah.
That funny feeling in the pit of your stomach. I just want to know who moved it. I don't appreciate the fact that they moved it. Okay. I gotta.
Breather.
Yeah, I gotta. I'm trying not to, but I gotta.
It's a good spot for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the definite impression that yesterday Ronnie was not about the digging. Because when he showed up, I stopped for a minute. Tossed my shovel down and stopped for a minute. He kind of walked around there in front of me. Said something about, yeah, I'm looking for the Civil War stuff. I said, oh, you mean the stuff with the ponchos on it? Yeah. I don't think you're going to find none of that there without digging down. It's very possible to find it, I believe, because Mariana was there. The town was there
Yep.
during the Civil War, correct?
Oh yeah, the Civil War was fought right there.
See, so yeah, exactly. And if that was the town dump, then there'll be
Civil War remnants.
from that, yeah, from that Civil War era in that dump.
Did you see that tie-dye band-aid?
Yeah.
That was funny.
My daughter has a, I think it's a Hello Kitty band-aid tattooed on her left shoulder,
Nice.
over here on the outside of her arm, upper arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brittany Morgan died. Or Dalton. When all the guys get together, it's an actual modern day version of the Dalton gang.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're the Flynns and the Turners, my family.
Yeah, watch us. I'm a conner.
Yeah.
I'll con you right out of it.
Oh, I know about the Connors.
I don't have to worry about you shooting me. Because I'll have your gun and your bullets. I'll have them conned right out of you. And you'll be thanking me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and I'm for some reason thinking I owe you them, you know?
Yeah. There's not more I can do.
Yep.
No, I think you've done enough. I guess that's the way my real dad was. True.
I think I somewhat think like that, so I see people trying to do it to me, you know?
Yeah.
I try not to do it to the world. But I see the windows of opportunity.
He was a product of his time, you know. It was the time of plenty as he got older. Even though the jobs started disappearing, there was still plenty to do. Really? Just untied my shoe. I gotta stop and tie that.
Perfect bridge to...
Yeah, I'll be stepped on that.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
No shoelaces, no rings. Or else you get caught somehow, you know?
Yeah, I stopped wearing a
You get caught on
wedding
a...
ring when it got snagged on a piece of equipment.
Yep. My dad
On this
couldn't wear it
end.
because of tree limbs, you know?
Almost cut my finger off just from my body weight against it.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yep. They had to take a pair of cutters and cut the ring to get it off my finger.
So is it...
It takes something.
The bunny goes around the...
Twice.
Nice. I still don't know how to tie my shoes that well. It's different every time.
Looks the same as mine to me.
I might need Velcro. Yeah, I might
It
have
don't
got...
matter which way the bunnies go around, as long as they go around. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I mean,
See, like this one's a different technique for sure.
that looks like it's double tied.
Yeah, it's double.
I double
and,
tie
like...
them because it makes it harder to, with the exception of crap like that right back here.
Yeah, that would 180 you, you know?
Yeah, that's what it takes to untie them.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's not, you know, they don't come untied that easily. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy just how different hikes feel different ways, you know? Because I feel like this has been, for some reason, more strenuous than the Garden of Eden last
It's
time.
the distance. That dog's running right back there in that track he made. See how deep the
Deep
track
it was. Yeah, I saw that. That walking stick came out to be clutch. There's a campsite.
Well, the trail goes past it. Looks like to me. I don't know where that goes.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the branch that I was talking about. That might have. I'd have to go back and watch my video.
What is this? 2 penny bread.
Here we go.
Okay.
We're here. We made it to the famous bridge. The bridge to Terabithia. 2 penny bridge.
I'm getting to the middle. And I'm sitting down.
Welcome to the...
Oh, the volunteers of the Florida Trail Association. Oh, look at the pennies. I ain't got.
That's so cool.
Oh, wait a minute. No pennies. I got 1 penny.
Yeah, I
I
say.
got 2 quarters.
I think anything helps, you know. I'm putting some crystals.
Here, put the pennies in. I think one of them's a nickel. No, they're all quarters. I'm keeping my quarters. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Put a
times
penny.
are tough,
It's a
you
brand
know.
new shiny penny.
Yeah, shiny penny. That's special,
Probably
man.
2023.
It was 2022. I saw.
Cool. 2022. Alrighty then.
So cool, huh?
Yeah, you gonna sit down on the bridge?
Yeah, we'll cross it first,
Okay.
and then we'll camp it.
So what to it?
Then we'll camp it right on the bridge.
Oh, yeah. The incline got.
Yeah, you feel it in your calves, huh?
Well, I think it's because it springs at the same time as you're going up.
I told you it was right up there, right up there. Finally,
right, we
finally it showed.
We found it by Joe.
Heck
Now,
yeah.
see, they put that just there just right. Go ahead, have a seat. They put that there just right for your backpack to sit on.
Perfect.
Yep.
Time to have a picnic. Frogman and I are perched up on Two Penny Bridge, having a picnic. He's got banana, we got Pop-Tarts, Gatorade. We have the EMF detectors going just to see if there's any residual energy here. Oatmeal raisin cookies, M&Ms, more bananas, White Owl, white grape, Powerade. Got some binoculars to look into the distance.
Then cough drops.
And the compass. Yeah, and cough
Don't
drops.
forget Bigfoot.
And some special stuff in there too. And yes, the Bigfoot sculpture that we're gonna put somewhere in the forest to join the gnome village. Ron from Cosmic Neighbors made this, and Anthony from Unidentified S4 gifted me it. Very cool. Now he's out here with his friends. Doesn't get much better than that. That's what I'm talking about. Now it's time to munch. Been waiting for these cookies for a while now. If I had some almond milk.
I eat them things by the whole pack.
Me too. Hey, $1.25 or that was like $1.69.
A bachelor, that make a meal.
It's healthy, right?
Healthier
Oatmeal
than,
and
healthier
raisin.
than a lot.
Yeah, you're right.
But there's still a lot of sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think this should go either in the bushes. I thought about hanging it right here.
Yeah.
Because they say that the covering or the peel of most fruits and vegetables are the healthiest part.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll bet that Sasquatch would know that or sense that. So I'm going to leave it there. It is biodegradable, maybe a bit unsightly. If it bothers somebody that much and they come along,
They can throw it in.
yeah, exactly. It's not up here, down here on the walkway where it can be a slip hazard,
Yeah.
like in the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Yeah. We don't want one slipping off the Two Penny Bridge, you know?
No, absolutely
There'll
not.
be the wanted sign. Who was eating bananas on the Two
Penny
Penny
Bridge.
Bridge? You guys would never see this video. It'll remain
Yeah, right.
only my members. That way I know if you guys snitched. That's funny. Frogman wouldn't snitch on himself though. Frogman's a member of my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yes, I am.
And I try to stay active on it. The thing is, I just stay active in the field that, you know,
I'm one of his #1 fans.
You are. I got a lot of #1 fans.
Yeah, that's why I said one of.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't lay the claim to that.
You've seen it at the
In
game
soul
store.
capacity.
You know a lot of
I've
MFers
seen a lot of people
show
coming
up
in there, yeah.
claiming to be a lot of things, you know?
That's sure.
And I have a lot of friends there,
My
but a
favorite
lot.
is probably going to have to be, well, of course, after Ronnie, it's going to have to be the walking legend.
Walking legend.
He is the shizniddle.
He's made it to this bridge before too, so his energy's here. He was like amazed with this bridge, of course, you know.
Yeah. You know, oh, this is pretty dang cool. I bet you it's even something else to see when the water's a little lower, so you can see more of the banks. There might be more caves that might be exposed that you can't see with this level of water. And we know it just we had a huge storm come through this morning, so that's going to contribute to the water being high right now.
Here's
Wait,
some
set 'em out
M&Ms.
there. Set 'em out there. I'll get some in a minute.
Cool.
I'm gonna light this.
Gotta show the multiple colors
You
of
don't
that.
care.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh. Well, eat
Look at that.
Eat and partake.
Yeah, I know. That's how it is.
If the need arises, it takes nothing to flick it in the creek.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get a good profile. I said, tell my daughter, have your mom watch it. My oldest daughter. Have your mom watch it and ask her if that looks familiar. Ask her if that takes her back about 35, 40 years. About 30 years.
Chocolate and marijuana, two of my favorite things. And Powerade. Mountain Blast. Cheap Powerade. When I'm paying $4 a bottle, I ain't happy.
Yeah. I'm pretty hooked up with the poison ivy. Kind of sucks. I had to wash all the bed sheets today. She's going to throw them in the dryer for me. Because I'll need that crisp, shiny. I need them crisp, shiny, and white tonight. I'll sleep good. I've been sleeping good lately. I started taking turmeric curcumin probably 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago. And when I started, I was taking 2 a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. But in an effort to cut back on the amount of pills that I ingest on a daily basis, I started taking 1 a day, 1 in the morning. And I noticed that when I take, here lately, I started taking 2 a day again. But when I do, I don't sleep as much. I only seem to sleep about 6 hours, maybe 7. But if I don't take it, if I don't take that 1 in the evening, I'll sleep an extra 2 or 3 hours. Unless it's like this morning, I could hear it raining. We got a metal roof on the house. I didn't even, I just kind of rolled over. What's the point? And it's pouring outside,
It's peaceful too.
Yeah,
Like, sometimes I like being awake
I love
early in the morning.
I love the sound of rain on a metal roof.
Yep.
It lull me right back to sleep.
I always just want my cats to know that it's not about to be flown away to Nebraska,
Floating away to Nebraska.
And like I laugh at that, but honestly, we almost floated away in the hurricane. Like, I'm living in a trailer. Bad weather is a risk,
Absolutely.
I grew up in like a house, so I was like, oh yeah, go under the pool table,
Well, what you need to do is determine and decide that you absolutely want to keep both of your animals. You got 2 cats, correct? Get 2 pet carriers, or if they'll be together, get 1.
Yeah, they will.
Works, whatever you need to be able to transport them.
Yeah.
And go ahead and take yourself to wherever the local shelter is, because you're one person.
The school is the closest shelter.
There you go, and it's right across the field.
I rather go try to make it to my mom's house at least. Though.
Well,
yeah,
again,
same thing.
Yeah. Go someplace. Be ready to go someplace.
But that's the thing. How do I decide that? Because this morning I got all the text messages of tornado warning, but how do I know that's the time? You don't know till you know.
Well, this morning, Susan and I are prime examples. I had no idea that there was any kind of bad weather like that in the area at all. Nothing. I knew it was foggy, and I could tell it looked like it might have been raining, and it was foggy and dreary like it has been lately. And I'd been hearing rain on the roof, so yeah, I turned over and went back to sleep. I was in bed sleeping. No, I wasn't either. I was in the bathroom when the tornado alert went off on my phone. And of course, I make a joke out of it, jump up, running around like crazy. Oh no, it's a tornado alert, you know. Get to the center, get in here with me. The bathroom, it's the center of the house with no windows.
Hey.
So it was, get in here with me, What are you talking about? What?
Yeah, pull the curtain, that will save us.
If we can't see it, it won't hurt us.
I'm gonna whistle from this thing. Let's see what it does.
Oh, dude, I got one. It's an orange one, and it's on an orange lanyard string for your neck.
Nice.
And
That'd be good for kayaking.
It's got the marble in it, or the little round thing in it. Oh, dude, it'll shatter your freaking eardrums.
What does that round thing do? Radiate more sound?
I don't know.
Because that's in my my refereeing, you know, whistles too. And I was like, is this supposed to be in here?
Hey, check it out. I just seen
A wasp going?
a bee of some kind.
Yeah.
Hovered up to it. I'm gonna. If that's the case.
See, we're already inspiring wildlife.
I already got enough shit on me now. I don't need a bee sting to add to matters. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just really don't need that. Yeah, we want. I want to go camping at Torreya, and unfortunately, I'm going to check into the youth camp, but because I kind of like the idea of being in a site away from everybody. But I don't know if the youth camp does it have water and electric. Do you know? Because all the other sites, according to the that map we took home with us, all the other sites do have water and electric.
Mm-hmm. No, the youth one,
shiznittle.
I know the youth one has like some of those posts and stuff, so I'm sure they do.
Because if you got electric, well, Lord, once you got electric available, you can have a refrigerator, a heater, a stove. You can,
yeah, a PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. You fire up a microwave, cook full-scale dinner.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be crazy to see like a dark face looking back. I need to get some binoculars that are like recording.
I'm trying to watch beyond you too, because the trail goes back to your right. It approaches I like how it looked as we approached this bridge.
Yeah.
You couldn't see that the bridge, I'd never even seen it
until you're
crossing
right
the creek till we were right here at it, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn and go down the creek.
Yeah, check it out.
I'm trying to go slow so we don't give
a nice pan.
Make people.
So you're already learning some filmmaking just by hanging out.
Trying not to make people motion sickness.
And dizzy, yeah. Give the people what they want to see.
It's still recording. There we go. I might have turned it kitty wampus when I lost the screen. I don't know.
It's all good.
All right, here you go.
I'll trade you.
All right.
Now you're filming yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Look at that. That's the camera, man. Here, you can take a look too. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
It's a little clogged on my hand.
Yeah. What's in this direction? That's where the shadow's at down there.
Yeah.
Against the bank, behind that sun.
And you know how they play tricks with the light. They'd be hanging right where it's hard for us to see.
And they know that it's hard for us to see, and that's exactly which spot it's the hardest for us to see.
Right.
You know, like in that bank right there, it's hard to see up in that a lot of the time during the day. Just simply because of that heavy dark shadow.
Yep.
And the sun's always overhead, no matter where it's, what side of the part of the sky it's coming from. Down in there, it's always overhead. I need a bottle dump. I want to walk up on a bottle dump and go, oh.
Yeah. Hey, just keep on the right path, talk to the right people. I know at my work they talk about, you know, landfills and stuff.
Without any poison ivy, preferably.
Right. Yeah, you've been paying the price, that's for damn
plenty
sure.
of that. I'm going to have to go to the doctor and get jabbed with a needle to get rid of it. And even that won't get rid of this stuff. That's just got to heal. That's from briars. This is from briars. But right along with this, in the same spots, is the evil ivy. Those oils are some evil. You can't hike it in one day unless you're a well-trained hiker and you've been practicing and getting ready.
True that.
To go out and come back.
Leave an offering.
Another offering, is that right across from the other one?
Yeah.
No, the other one's right down here.
A little further down.
Yeah.
Hey, diagonal.
Yep, yep. 2 points on the 2 corners on a square.
It's perfect. The gnomes can bake up the whole village. They'll be like, thank you for the year's worth of supply.
Yeah, right?
No, you know the gnomes get down. That's only probably a day's worth.
Well,
That's a session. That's a session's
going
worth.
on the trail, right?
Yeah, that's one trail that keeps going, and then that one that we saw up there goes up the hill.
Plus this one over here keeps going.
Yeah, that keeps going too. It's pretty crazy.
Well, another time perhaps.
Yeah. Hear the birds echoing, or the Sasquatch mimicking the birds.
I heard something off in the distance.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh.
What direction is the nearest human habitation from here?
Probably where we came from. That trail, because we're
This
pretty
is-
out here.
Is this this is the Econfina Creek?
Yep.
So, what is it headed for? The Chipola River or a different river?
I think the Chipola, yeah, but yeah, I think the Chipola. I was gonna say maybe the Apalachicola, but I think it's the
I don't
Chipola.
know. That's what I don't know. So
I'm
yeah,
pretty
like
sure
there's
this is the one that
side.
goes like up the hill too. I left a tobacco offering one time up there.
Oh, did you? What's it go up to a campsite or something? Or does it keep going back to the parking lot?
No, it just keeps going and going. And there was this one log that was like a cross, and it kind of, I sensed that I was like, do not cross. So I just left some tobacco because I was alone and it was later than this. So I was like, I'm not playing no games. Because out here, I'm honestly more scared of like the people, like you said, you know,
Yeah,
like meth heads.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to agree with that.
Because if you're outnumbered out here, or they have
It's just as dangerous as anything.
a firearm or anything,
More so.
right?
Yeah, if I got a freaking big stick and a knife, and there's 2 of them.
I know I can juke them out and just run, but how long can that go for? Maybe they already sliced my tires or something, so even when I get back, I'm still at no man's land.
Yeah, that's the one I said. That really looks like gnome waterway. You expect to see them.
Yeah.
Gnome kingdom.
The troll under the bridge that we've all heard about.
Where you can take his collective terror.
The Skunk Gate.
Gold doubloon across my bridge.
Golem looking creatures.
This is where my shoes are. This thing here. It'll make me take my knife from you.
Yeah, luckily I got my blade for some safety. I could just bash them over the head with my tripod, this baton basically.
Well, I'll drop it. I'll toss you the stick and I'll use the stool.
Yeah, if you've seen my baseball highlights, you know we're pretty safe with the stick. I'll aim.
I ain't seen them, but it was instinctive.
Yeah,
This is,
that Adam's apple will be blasted out of the park.
that's that water that we heard that sounded odd,
Mhm.
and it still sounds odd. I
Feels
it's
even
because-
heavier now.
I think it's because it's hitting a rock.
Yep, just a whole bank side, yeah.
Well, yeah, it sounds like something flat,
Mm-hmm.
like somebody's catching it in their hands or
Just straight
it's landing
down
on the dinner table or.
I would love to see an erosion of like even just this year. I doubt that much, but like
Well,
the water, boom, boom, boom.
you'd think it'd be something.
Some kind of time lapse.
Even if it wasn't mine.
Right. Then in
Yeah.
10 years, I'm sure it would be a little something. 100 years.
I might check into the prices from stain and varnish. And I might shorten this staff up to make this crotch the top of it
Uh-huh.
and put the amulet there.
That'd be really cool.
I just don't know what kind of stone I put there. I'm frogman, so I suppose it needs, you know what, I'm frogman, you know what my birthstone is?
Jade?
Emerald.
Emerald, nice. Heck
I
yeah.
suppose it would have to be a great big old emerald, wouldn't it?
That would make sense.
I could make do with a great big piece of jade. Be a lot more affordable.
Hey, you know, maybe you'll just find something that calls out to you.
How about if I was search for a staff jewel? Magical staff jewel.
I like it. Ask and you shall receive. Build it and they will come.
Well, you almost need to have the jewel so you can make sure the top up here, the spots are right. Look.
Yeah, I'll show that.
Yeah.
Someone who's groovy had an accident.
You didn't show it when you was coming in?
No, I just saw it. I didn't.
Now, you know that's somebody or something has sat here and done a lookout, kind of.
Of course. That'd be a good fishing spot too.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose it could be. It's hard to get a big fish up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much would shimmy down, of course.
If you're hungry, yeah, you get down there too, wouldn't you?
Yeah. You know me, I just gotta point to the platform and that counts for me already climbing down it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the guy at the top of the hill with the big roll of fishing line trying to pull the string up the hill. So we stopped.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
See, it sounded like there was like talking across the thing again. I was like, whoa, whoa. So I can kind of hear some water echoing, kind of making that noise. So weird. I don't know. It's either the water acting weird or a gorilla man across the water. Oh, that's kind of cool. How? Oh yeah, it's just the creek. I was like, oh, it breaks off, but no, we're just around this archway.
Turns and goes back.
Yeah, it's like the snake.
And the river that it passed doesn't follow along. It cuts that corner off of the creek, if I'm not mistaken. We're coming in, it seems like that's what what is this thing up there? Hold on. It's in my face again. Yeah.
There you go.
Believe it or not, that makes a difference. It's not slapping my leg though.
Oh, I know. The audio freaks will say, thanks, Frogman, and shit was rattling the whole time. They'll say, Connor, you're breathing too heavy. Connor, you're talking too much. You can't listen to nature. It's like, dude, we're out here for 3 hours. We're listening to nature a lot. But of course, quiet time is, you know, always recommended. So I hear their advice. But sometimes the video only does so much. We got to kind of bring them in and tell them what we're going through, you know? Like, shoot, climbing these hills got me tired as hell.
Have you made it back to the one yet?
I don't think so.
No, not yet.
Here, let's soak this in for a bit. See, this point's pretty cool. How it's got all these carvings.
There are some recent ones there.
Yeah. Feel bad for the tree. Yeah.
I'll leave that to the young lovers.
Me too. Me too. Me and the tree are the ones with the sacred bond.
Yeah. I'll leave the tree be.
That's a cool little beach area down there.
It gets enough torment in the world.
Right.
Especially us foolish humans. Destructive and foolish humans. You know what? I still haven't. I got the batteries back in it. Now I got to find the green call. My Bigfoot, the megaphone and that Bigfoot call. I need to get them in the truck so when we're out here in places like this, get back at the truck, we can let cut loose with the blast.
Yeah.
and see, well, what does it sound like?
I have a knocker too, but
Yeah,
I have two. One's like a baseball bat, and then another one's I bought from Forest of Monsters. They're both in my car. It's just how they just fit weird in my bag, you know, and
yeah.
knocking is not always a priority.
Well, it's additional something to carry.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of these times it's survival on the scouting, you know.
Well, yeah, you don't know. When you're scouting, you're doing exactly, you're going to places you don't know.
Exactly.
You're scouting. You're
Yep.
reconnaissance. You're recon.
It's cool, that moon up there,
Oh, you're already up?
just peeking on us, yeah.
I don't see it.
Right through there. It's a perfect view. It's like literally a painting.
Oh, yep. Oh, it's going to be almost full tonight, too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we
The
should
energy.
lag our heels a little bit. Walk some back in the tree dark, because the way it looks right now, that moon, as the sun goes down, the moon's going to be up, coming up. And it's going to be almost like another sun in the sky.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a little bit, I would like to get past some of these real wet spots.
I always like to, when the darkness falls, you know.
Yeah, especially with the moon like that.
Because things get spooky. It's good for the video.
Yeah,
It's good for evidence collecting. It's always funny.
I got a
Here's the gravel beds too.
spot.
You should look for your emerald real quick.
Yeah.
I gave 2 of the stones that we found from there at the bridge. So isn't that pretty cool?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Cool.
The blue one and the crystal, the quartz looking one. Doing another Bigfoot movie here soon. It's about urban Bigfoot, urban sprawl, about how like the forest is getting disrupted, so they're being pushed into residential areas.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like a newscaster just for one shot. So it's gonna be fun. It's made by the same guy as Fish Piss, the gill man.
Fish Piss the Gill Man.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
And the logo is awesome.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And my scene's awesome. Jack and I filmed it in Chattahoochee right by the mounds. So it's pretty legendary.
What do you look out now? You're gonna hurt someone with that old shotgun. What the dog?
Got caught up.
Okay, I'm gonna have to keep going.
The Weewa Cat Man was a 9-foot cat creature that was spotted off of one of the highways. And this is still kind of that region.
The Weewa Catman?
Yeah.
Is that anything like Weewa Hitchka?
Yep. Yeah, that's where it is. So you've probably driven right through it. I know Sue has.
Okay.
This is a beautiful overlook too.
Yeah, I like that sunset.
Yeah, the sun just beaming. Wow.
Right.
Talk about
Got a
magic.
little great to start with. Might as well see what's around the corner.
Take where the momentum can take us, you know?
Yeah. Hopefully it'll take me back up the other side.
Yeah. It's 4:20 right now. That's cool.
Oh shit. Should we find a spot to stop?
Yeah, we should. That's a great idea.
Right here, in the sunshine. Wait a minute, let's just see if we can overlook the water.
That's legendary.
We're still on the Cam. Yep, right up here. I think. Nope. Creek's over there.
I'm playing Harvey Keitel in a movie at the end of the month. Harvey Keitel, the guy from like Mean Streets and Taxi Driver.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, New York. So I have to work on New York accent, and I have to wear a white beater, black pants, a black hat, a pearl necklace.
White beaters you can borrow.
Yeah, I have beaters, and I probably have black pants. I just need a black hat. It's like a top hat.
I got it. What about a cowboy hat?
No, I'll show you the picture of them.
Okay. I don't know about the tree, but here's a big tree right up here.
Yeah, that looks like a spot.
Yep. Got a flat spot around it. All right. Yeah.
Here's the character I'm playing. Harvey Keitel's character in Taxi Driver. I get blasted and shot.
Oh, okay.
If he pays me enough, I'll even cut my hair. Just a little bit shorter, a couple inches off it, you know?
Oh, he'd probably love to get you to do that.
Yeah.
Just because then you become a more versatile actor. For his, he's a producer, director.
Well, this one is for my buddy John Stevenson out of Tallahassee. He's a director, yeah, producer. But the film is mostly already shot. It's like 90% shot. A couple of months.
So what are you going to serve as a stand-in?
No, I got my part. So my part's, I guess, just towards the end of the movie. So that's pretty cool.
So they don't
so
even.
I'm the climax.
That's how come he hasn't cast that role yet, because he knew he didn't need to until the end of the movie.
Well, yeah, I knew about it for probably like 4 months now. So finally the time's coming that the weekend's coming up.
We're making pretty good time back now.
I'd say.
We're not quite half. We haven't gotten to the 1 mile thing yet. But
yeah.
I don't think we have.
It'll be a good challenge. It's good for when the sun goes down. Things get spooky. We get hunted. Good for TV.
That moon's going to be pretty to see.
Yeah. And the gnomes are definitely
I'm
going to be
so
out to see
pleased
it.
with that bottle that I found. And that's what that thing is. It's not a test tube. It's a bottle.
It's a bottle.
It is definitely a bottle, yes.
It's treasure.
The more I look at it, the more that's what it is, a bottle. So I'm looking forward to getting back out there, poison ivy or not.
Yeah.
And I will.
You paid the price.
Yeah, I've got it pretty good right there. Right there, I think, yeah. All that on this, right there. All that right there. This is all just scrapes and bumps. This is briar bush. That's what that is a briar bush.
Yeah, you're wore through, man.
Oh yeah, but see all this whole wrist area from here all the way over to here is poison ivy. That whole
You can hear that bird in the distance too.
Did you?
Oh yeah, over to the right.
That same sound like a owl off well maybe?
Yup. And once the cameras go off, that's when the knocks start. That's when the weird noises happen.
Watch me with this thing behind me, okay?
Yeah.
Because it's so long. A little bit of a hindrance. I really do like it. I'll probably shorten it a little bit. Just down to where that, you see how, when I stand like this, see how this is right here?
Yep.
That heights to me.
That's perfect, yeah.
That's where my magic crystal needs to be.
Right at your crown chakra.
To draw the pineal gland.
Yep, the third eye.
Powers.
That'd
and
be
strength.
really cool. The spirit molecule. The DMT that connects the frogs, the nature, the Sasquatch, and us. Because you know they say the toad, one of the toads in the desert have like the strongest DMT. My buddy Evan, Occult 45 podcast, he actually came to Alpha and he hiked Terreo with me and did Bellamy Bridge, and we went to the caverns. So his energy's all around where we live, and he's seen Rocky Creek actually. So he's seen right where you are posted, and he went to the desert and did the toad, and he has it tattooed on him because he says it was such a monumental experience.
What, the hallucinogenic toad?
Yeah.
No, really.
And he just got back from Peru doing an ayahuasca ceremony, so he's real time.
And he's made these travels specifically for these ceremonies.
Yup, he is.
Yeah.
He's a former addict turned, you know, religious, spiritual guru. I wouldn't even say religious, just spiritual guru.
Well, and he's a seeker more than anything.
Yeah, he finds the truth. He finds his own journey and his own experience. I respect that.
I'm trying to make my breaks and stops shorter.
And we found a bear footprint at Torreya too. I should have showed you where that happened too.
But you said you guys found and casted one at Hinson's, right?
Oh yeah, at the cavern in
But
Hinson's.
not the commonly known and seen cavern.
Right.
The smaller, much less unknown.
Yeah, the one
Much
that's
less known.
yeah, the one that's supposed to not be seen, honestly, because there's a fence there, but the fence is like busted down, and I didn't do it, so. I feel like it's time to join the clouds.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Now right here is a good spot. Where it was when I left. Of course, taking this off my back helps. Carrying it like this.
Drinking the Gatorade will definitely help too.
Eating like we've done. All of it makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. It's all meant to be. I would love for Long Island Bigfoot, Tim T, pretty much anybody to be out here.
Frogman shows up to do research. He ain't got a camera. All he's got is his stick and his stool.
His senses.
Yeah. His stick and his stool. And his eyes, yeah. Nobody's gonna believe it. Anyway, if I post it on the video. Hey now.
That's a strong root.
Yeah, strong rope. Hold me up short.
Yeah.
Where you going, fool?
I guess you can put here. Let me. I can maybe tug this around. It's
yeah,
not gonna stay though, you know. But if you hold it, I guess yeah.
Yeah. That'll help.
Better than whiplash of getting it caught on something.
Exactly. Doesn't pull me up short.
You freaking hurt your shoulder. That's like the last thing you expect on a hike, you know.
Yeah, well, that's the last thing you want. That's the shoulder I landed on. We moved from Indiana to Lake Panasoffkee in October of 2019. And over and around Thanksgiving of that year, her cousin, the same one that just came to town, took her to the beach, and his wife, and his daughter and her boyfriend all came over Lake Pan. His daughter, talking and walking for me is difficult, had a dog. Dog didn't know anything about being outside. She was training it for a special needs dog. I don't know the process involved. I thought I'd show the dog how to jump a fence. So I sailed across the fence with my left foot. I backed up about 3 steps, took a running start. My left foot cleared it. And as the fence is about this tall. As my right foot was coming across it, the toe of this shoe, and I had these shoes on, the toe of this shoe caught that fence. And instead of pulling my foot out like that, and me going down on my face, I snatched my foot loose and managed to get both of my legs up in the air and come down on my shoulder blades.
That's crazy.
And that's when the rheumatoid arthritis got the worst.
Jeez.
That's when I wound up going to the doctor because it hurt so bad. I thought I'd shattered something or fractured something or, you know, I'd done something.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're still out here hiking, so that's the best way to combat it.
Is that the 1 mile thing? No. You been watching for it?
Here's a nice little gnome village out here. A little hole. That's pretty cool.
Didn't we see that one a while ago?
No, I think that one's different. Because we wouldn't have seen that from that angle, you know? Coming in.
That's a leaf.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. But hey, to an insect, that's a roof.
Yeah. Right, yeah, I just destroyed a community with this too. You have to get rid of it.
I wonder if you can snowboard.
Did we already stop and do what we was going to do?
Not yet.
No,
A couple times we have, but a couple times we haven't.
We're going to wait for the mile thing. That's what it was. Well, I guess that goes to show that we'll be okay if we wait for
Yeah. I know they're going to be like, geez.
We're not going to suffer from water.
How many times did Connor ask? Now Frogman's asking
Yeah.
now too.
Strike again. Connor and Connor.
Mine's a double-edged sword, like in a good way.
I got
'cause
it.
Connor and Connor.
Connor and Connor archaeology.
I like it.
Yeah. I just dubbed it. Nobody else can take it.
That will be our first video at Hinson's.
I think that's what we should do, honestly. We can do something like when we go past where I found the special bottle.
Yeah.
The special bottle,
Yeah.
I can point out where that one was at. Laying right there in plain sight. Or, yeah, you know.
The gnomes are waiting for us too. You think they could sense us coming up around the mountain?
Oh, out here now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a little different with me in the front. Because I know you got the camera back there.
Yeah, so you got to be on your best behavior. Your A game.
I don't know. I'll do my best, but I cannot make it.
If you stumble, you know, that's good content too.
Everything, yeah.
It's all good content.
I'll do my best.
I like when I'm alone when I'm hiking, and I like when I'm not alone and can put somebody on the camera, you know.
I'll give you a Yoda.
Here,
I'll do my best, but promises not.
Let's do the switch real quick. Let me take both of your things, and then you take mine, just to get some things, some different views. Wasn't it funny watching you put on the bug spray for me? You're
Yeah.
two things at once.
Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't mean to blast your eardrums out with my laugh.
Yeah.
Just in case. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Because that was about the part those girls came along with the 6 dogs. No, 7 dogs.
7, yeah. 3,
One had 4, one had 3, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm using your staff as a spear.
Yeah. Well, see, when I cut it, it'll be short enough at that point to be more comfortable as a club.
Show this.
You're going to panic if something.
Show this close up.
You're going to panic if something
I might get banned on YouTube.
grabs the end of it.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. And just like bends it.
No, I'm more worried about, I know what you're talking about, but I'm more worried about the forest creatures in there might snatch a hold of it.
You're right.
Then they'll have a hold of my magical staff.
They'll bless it. They'll be like, yeah.
No, they might try to use it against us though. I'll show you dirty humans. I hope not.
I hope we're on the better half of people that came back here, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure some people
I'm sure we are.
for sinister reasons.
Oh Lord, well, we haven't passed the tree with the multiple candles on it yet.
Show the people those mushrooms. Those are pretty cool. Definitely some fungus that the wild man could enjoy.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna say, dang, you should have just got a professional cameraman.
Yeah.
Now that comment's gonna that'll get some reaction, I'm sure.
Your price is going up though. Now you can add that to your resume that you're a Bigfoot anonymous cameraman.
Well, I may not be that good at one. I just realized I had it down around my chest.
Our video.
And I couldn't see you. I could see your
Here, film me again doing this.
midsection down.
I wanted to show off the back of my shirt too. Jay
Okay.
Fielder. Thank you. Hopefully there's like some sweat stains showing we serious about this.
Yeah. Oh, I can't see any.
Barely.
You might later. I don't know. Oh, you're going out there again?
Yeah, just to give us another angle. I might actually go put this over there. Yeah, I should. That way, next time we'll know where it's at. That's the plan. That's the plan.
That's up to you whether you want to leave it or not.
Oh yeah, that's why I brought it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, all right. Let's see. Yep. Live.
Give myself your battery just in case.
Econfina Creek. Connor on the balance beam.
Yeah.
The natural balance beam.
Could make it dramatic.
And folks, just so you'll know, that's about a 10 to 12 foot drop to the surface of that water. Oh, there you go.
No Rambo style.
Yeah. Give us another. You can give us a pose on the way back. Yeah, you're creeping. You're stalking. Yeah. After Bigfoot Anon, after his prey.
Yes. We're here in the name of the great creator, representing the one who died for us all. Friend, knock. I am Connor, Frogman. We give you a gift. We hope you enjoy it. The Alpha. The Swamp Man. Econfina Creek, a very legendary spot. A lot of outdoor explorers. A lot of kayakers. Florida Spring.
Okay, folks, here he goes again.
Explorers.
Across the balance beam. You're going to want to get that back out so you can get us another pose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, give us another.
My right hand now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. And don't look up at the airplane. Oh, wait a minute.
Or the UFO beaming me down.
Right? The square one, right?
Would be something.
Isn't that what you said earlier? Somebody reported the square one in the area?
Cube one. Yeah.
The cube one, that's what it
Very
was.
cool, very cool.
Well, he successfully traversed.
Thank you, Frogman.
Rolling.
It would be cool if a wild pig, giant boar came and I speared it. This would probably not puncture it. It would probably just bounce off.
Oh, yeah, you'd probably make him mad.
If a black bear came, I could definitely oomph him with it.
Yeah. You really don't have much to worry about if any of those things happen. You know why?
Because it will eat you before it will
Because I
eat me.
can't get away. Yeah, you can.
I just gotta get the keys.
Yeah, I'm on. My pack will be, if not on the ground when it happens, it'll be there pretty quick for you to get the keys out of it.
The mile marker. You know I've been waiting for this moment so I can blaze one. It's that long. And the skunk ape knows, you know?
Yeah,
He smells like that for a reason.
that's his.
And you've heard from Humboldt County, you know,
That's
always
his,
taking the top of the cone.
The perfect spot for us to see him is right there.
For real.
Okay, here, take that. I'll get my chair.
Oh, look at this.
Only got one
Check
more.
out this.
What we got here? Oh, you put that up there a while ago.
Not that.
It's a stick, isn't it? Yeah, that was on the ground.
I didn't put it there.
Okay, well there was a piece of, you know what? That's that piece of stick that you picked up earlier.
I don't know. Might have been similar to it.
No, you picked a piece of stick up like that or kicked it. Maybe you didn't pick it up. Maybe you just kicked it, and that's what makes me remember it.
Maybe something gifted it to us
And something else picked it up, or somebody else picked it up.
and put it where
we
they
could see
knew
it.
I'd see it.
Can I have my stick?
That's kind of weird.
You can have that thing, whatever it is.
In the Uwari National Forest, Angie, BF Bud's better half, she saw a big, huge quartz piece that she really like couldn't get from the trail, and she like admired it. And then later, it was left for her on the trail, so that's pretty cool.
That's odd.
Yeah, the magic of the forest for sure. And
That
Uwari,
piece is odd being there.
yeah, it looked like a question mark too.
Well,
Or an Ankh from like
please don't
Egyptian
hurt
times.
us.
I think this is pretty cool.
Please don't hurt us. We're just simple humans. We mean no harm. I'm feeble and helpless.
Yeah, don't hurt.
Helpless enough that, well, I still have some bite. But I'd rather not bite.
Right.
I'm feeble.
That's fair. Definitely fair.
I still can't believe finding that special bottle. That just blows my mind, dude.
It's
I cannot.
true treasure.
And the fact that, yeah, oh, it just seems to keep getting better. All I gotta do is figure out that mechanism.
The way.
I'll figure it out. You know, that's one thing that YouTube's real good for.
Frogman will figure it out.
Do it like a fine Cuban cigar.
I like it.
Bite the end. We're still a mile in.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Got the moonlight.
I'm gonna have to.
The vibrations
I'll
are
wait till we
strong.
get done with this. Yeah.
And just think like the aquifer below us, all those chambers and caverns.
That's where all this water comes from.
Yeah. And they mentioned the aquifer and like Godzilla and stuff, so there's things bigger than Bigfoot out here. Or down here. Or below here.
All right, I'm gonna take it as being meant as a gift.
I think it's meant to be.
I'm gonna take it home just like I would have a treasured bottle. I'm gonna treat it the same. I'm gonna display it
Yeah.
in my shed.
Hanging up in the cave.
Yeah. You need to come by. I ain't kidding you. You need to come by and check out the bottles that through your assistance that I have found what I found, and I like to think that I have found a lot of what any bottle hunters look for in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, what, less than 60 days? And you need to come by and see how much I got 2 milk bottles now. Yeah. For like 4 or 5 soda bottles.
And
They're not, I don't have any Hutchinsons, but I got one what I think is a broken Hutchinson.
any whole bottle you find or any piece, you know, that is like somewhat identifiable is so cool, you know, because yeah, you see other treasure hunters and, you know,
That's how they identify the era
every
that they're
spot,
digging in.
every spot it has its own cool story and
uniqueness,
history and
Damn, we still got a mile left
what's
to go.
normal to us is like so magical to them, you know. And then like what's magical
you
to us
wanna
is normal
put-
to them.
Well, we'll be stopping again. That light's in there.
The only thing with the light for me for the camera, so they can see good at night. I think it will just start to get dark once we get back.
That moon.
Yeah.
That is pretty.
I'm hearing that alcohol in the distance once in a while, so I hope the camera picks it up pretty well.
I doubt it because I don't hear it. I hear the water. It must be in a distance, or I can't hear it over the water. I thought I heard something back that way, but I'm not going to swear that I did. Could just be more water because the water's coming out of there. That moon is amazing. And the temperatures tonight are going to be perfect for being out, but yet the bugs are going to be down because of the cold that we've had, and it rained all day today to knock them down and keep them down. The ones that were in the grass got killed by the cold, and they haven't had a chance to, whatever may have rehatched is going to be knocked down on the ground because of the rain. Yeah, and then of course the wind blew pretty good the rest of the day.
The fact that bugs, like, you know, can carry on and survive winters is, like, amazing.
They just burrow in the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they can do it, why can't we? We're as complex as our bodies are. We can't seem to accomplish the most essential necessities to make us truly all resilient.
Yeah. Like a true survivor. Like pretty much all animals are true survivors. They survive every night without shelter, or
But
you
we
know,
all
like shelter
all
in our
creatures
form
have a
at least.
cycle. All creatures have a life cycle. They live and they die. All creatures. Everything breathing lives and dies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm not so sure that we were meant to not live and die.
Right. Yeah. I believe we're supposed to die. That's part of like.
Yeah, I don't know what else could be the answer. What else? I mean, it's the one constant among all living creatures, not just man, not just it's man and every species of animals and bioorganisms. No sentient creature lives forever.
Right. I think there's like some kind of octopus that has like the capability or something. But
Well, it's because they have that regeneration capability.
that's some next level shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they say that if there was such a thing as an alien on Earth, octopus are it.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Oh, I know.
Seriously, they say that's the closest thing to
There's a funny
an
show
alien
called
that
Resident
there is.
Alien that a guy, he's like an alien and takes form of a human, and then like second season he goes to like some restaurant and they have an octopus and he communicates with it. It's really funny. It's on Sci-Fi. and the alien looks like true freaking gray form.
What is that? What would put that piece of snake root? I'm telling you, you kicked at a piece of snake root on the trail. Where it was at, I do not remember.
But what would put it right there too, you know?
It would have to be something with thumbs, now wouldn't it?
I don't know. No, like the only thing I think is it couldn't naturally fell from up there, but
No.
it's a root, right?
Not when the picture in my mind of what I saw you doing on the trail is the perfect exact copy of what I just saw laying on that log, and now it's in my backpack.
Bag, yeah.
That's what I saw. And if you look at the thing that's in my backpack, you can see where it was touching the sand.
It's a phenomenon.
To leave that stain on it from the sand.
Hmm.
To know that, to further identify it as that piece.
Yeah, it wasn't up there for a while.
Unless you carried it up there and put it down.
I didn't put it, no. I didn't touch it. It's a miracle that I even just saw it up there, just sitting there, you know.
You know.
Oh yeah, temperature's dropping for sure.
I might have to take this off.
The one time I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
January.
I got my long socks on.
Yeah. I got no hat to hold the heat in no more. Look at that moon.
Oh yeah. It's gleaming, beaming. You can hear the forest kind of coming alive now too.
The nighttime forest.
Yeah.
It hasn't started yet, just yet though. Some, but not much. It'll get much louder. I've seen times in the summer, and I'm sure you've seen them here in Florida, in areas like this, at nighttime in June, in July, you can't even hear yourself think.
Yeah.
For the crickets and the frogs.
Oh yeah.
Just everything.
It's
birds.
like a constant in your ear.
It's a constant hum of noise. It's constant roaring of noise almost by the smallest of creatures.
Right.
There's just so many of them. And then you get the occasional crunching of tree limbs and leaves. But they walk right through briars and never make a sound.
We left a tobacco offering and a little bit of cannabis at the location where the snake root was left for us. And the sun's going down, moon's coming out, forest coming alive, and the vibes are just right. We're exactly where we're supposed to be. Yeah, your family.
That's a camping spot.
This is the camping
Has to
spot. This is the first camping spot that I thought of. This is it.
Has to be a spot.
Yep,
yeah.
there's the fire.
Yeah.
So
And
this
a
will
clear
be it.
spot on the one side for the tent.
And that's pretty cool. It's got a little trail right down to the water down there.
Yeah. Or does it go all the way down to the water?
Yeah.
At least we can see it.
You gotta duck under some stuff now, but it gets there.
Cool.
I think we could get a
Well,
3-person tent out here.
this is basically a mile. I mean, it's practically like they're at the mile.
Right, right.
So you're not gonna call that a mile.
At least we'll be able to look at what camp it is too.
Yeah, because it'll be closest to the.
But out
real
here, it
close.
just seems you just camp. You know, we don't have to book it or anything, huh?
That spot right there. No, that's wet. You see the water.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to put
If
it
you
down
want to
there.
camp with the gators and snakes. It'd be really cool to see a gator over here.
I don't know about if they'd be in this one right now or not. Because of the time of the year,
Right.
they might want deeper water
They're definitely in the Japola.
to escape the cold. Because that water will only get so cold. Where above it, set on the ground, it's going to get as cold as the air is. No matter what.
Yeah, that's why the gators like go underwater and dip their
because
nose.
That water, they can regulate to stay alive in that water, that temperature. If they can get in deep enough water, they can hold their breath forever.
So deep water when it's cold, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So the water holes is where they're gonna be. So right in the Apalachicola River, right across from Torreya, right Ocheesy Landing. I'm sure the Ocheesy Pond Wild Man had to deal with some alligators in his day, in the family's day.
I think this is that one that stepped off there. Yeah, upgrade now. Well, see, it's the kind of things that you can't see when it's dark. You can see the trail, but you can't see the little knobs on the roots.
Yup.
You know what I mean? And you get one of those right in the ball of your foot or in the small of your foot, it makes you almost fall over.
True that.
Okay, hold on.
I lost the padding in one of my shoes too, so it will go straight into my bone.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I need to.
Today, you mean?
No, a few hikes ago. I was hoping for Christmas
All right.
I'd get something. Now I've just been toughing it out.
Yeah, cause
I'm running them to the end, just like the Walking Legend does. You know?
yeah. Feel how cool it is, how much colder it is. That keeps snakes down.
Mm-hmm.
It helps keep them down. They still have to eat.
Definitely some weird noises in the distance. You can kind of hear them. Here, just stop for a sec.
There's that smell again. This is that same area. There's gotta be you smell that? It's like rotten citrus. Smell it? There's gotta be a
Smells
tree in
strong.
here
Yeah.
somewhere that's got some kind of citrus about it. It had some fruit somewhere, something.
We're leaking something off of it, yeah.
Yeah, there's something right in here making it smell.
Hmm.
Look how much illumination we're already gaining on that.
Yeah.
On that moon.
Maybe it's the cabbage man. Or the Orangeman, like we're up in Syracuse. The Grass Man was the Ohio Bigfoot.
It's about time of day you see a deer on these trails.
Or an armadillo.
I remember that tree being in that thing. I remember that being in the trail. I look at that stop right there. Check out the view.
That's pretty cool with the moon. We've researched some top spots here in the Panhandle. We got Bloody Bluff, famous for the hearse, the ghosts that will chase you, and then the Dogman sightings. We've went through Tate's Hell, where C.B. Tate was lost for 7 days. We of course hiked Torreya, where Stacy Brown got his famous footage and where they filmed Finding Bigfoot. Garden of Eden, where life began. Rocky Creek, Monticello Church, where the rod bender and some cool ghost stories. Bellamy Bridge. Explored Hinson's along Chipola River, saw Alamo Cave. Shoot, just every time we link up with Ronnie, hearing his stories is an adventure.
See?
Yeah, you tripping. Yeah, you kept it. You kept it all.
That kind of stuff.
Sun going down. What's up, guys? It is getting dark here at Econfina Creek, so I busted out the ghost box and we're gonna try to communicate with the spirits around here and just see what happens. The moon is getting large, so you gotta think the vibes are right. Alright. Is there any spirits or energy out there that want to communicate with us tonight? If so, please say your name. Are we welcome out here after dark? Has anything been watching us while we've been out here? Did something leave us that gift on the log? If the wild man is out here, please make a sound. The encounter that happened in the 80s, is the creature still out here? Is there a demon in these caves? What's the story behind Devil's Hole? Are these lands cursed? Are the gnomes alive? Is there magic in these woods? Are we safe right now? Is something watching us this very moment? Shall we head back to the car? It's like, no, stay out here. We're gonna eat you.
Shut up. It's just said, I think. It looks like there's maybe some kind of rolling interference going on.
Please
Like-
say one of our names. Just sound like I said Gary.
It did sound like it.
That's
Let's
crazy.
Go. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. That's a good experiment. I'm excited.
Still on.
Yeah. Wild. Thank you.
I don't want to wash it out.
Yeah, that was the first story I heard of Donnie's, because right when I moved to Mariana, I looked it up, you know, just Mariana Bigfoot, and it came up.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep, Highway 73.
North of town? Or south?
Yeah, north of town, towards Dothan. All that farmland.
Yeah, makes sense.
And there's definitely some caves and crevices.
Oh, you know it. Because the caverns are north of town.
Right. And there's like 50 cave systems just in that state park.
We almost rented a 4-bedroom, 2-bath mobile home, modular home on Bellamy Bridge Road.
That would have been so cool. Hey, I say you're in a really prime spot now. You're in Rocky Creek, right between Chipola River, Apalachicola River, right near Ocheesee, where, you know, 1874, the wild man was captured.
Well, we're close to the interstate and close to town for her.
Yeah, and you got a nice patch of woods right behind you. So literally, like, I know there's deer, and where there are deer, there's things that eat them.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the Dogman story right at Tim and Sons. That's not far from you. That basically goes into Rocky Creek.
Sons, where's that at?
Tim and Sons is that tire shop, right on the outside, right to your left when you're going towards my house.
Okay.
Right on the outside of town, right by Sims Cemetery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you get to Sims.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
My drawers are coming off. I gotta stop. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Let's get it.
I was like, go ahead, you got the light.
No, that's fine. I got my phone out now filming because you can see better at night with it. The GoPro's too dark.
Really?
Yeah.
I smell something dead again, do you?
Yep. And you know what's crazy? We did not smell that on the way in.
Yeah, we did.
Not right here.
I know we smelled something dead on the way in.
Yeah, but not right here.
That's what I was gonna say. I can't swear to it being the same location.
Right. That's weird. Yeah, because I remember something smelling, you know, dead early in the hike. Super early.
Yeah.
So it wasn't this far along.
See, and there's a big open area right here. Did I just see eyes? Right there at the base of that tree. It'd be something small, like a possum or something. An armadillo. Yeah, I don't want to mess with the light too much. Mess it up, it's one way to on me. Right now we need it.
I'll start packing my headlamp just so we feel better.
Oh.
That's why you got it for me.
I thought I seen the batteries laying there on the counter when we left your place.
Yeah, I brought them in because I thought the EMF detector might need them.
Oh, yeah.
But the EMF detector already worked. The
you're
EMF detector has a flashlight on it too.
That's what you're using right now, the box?
No, the EMF detector is the one that has that green light on it, and then the other one that had the blue background.
EMF standing for electromagnetic frequency?
Yeah, or electromagnetic field. That's a good one. I don't know if we...
Yeah,
we
that's
saw
right,
that
White
one.
Rabbit.
Yeah, good one.
Yep.
Nice. Good eye. Oh, that looks sick with the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
That is film right there,
It
guys.
jumped right out, man. Right out at me.
Yeah, good eye.
And that light, that white on it, shines in this light.
Oh, that is cool.
I can point this back more if you need me to.
No, it's perfect. I'm just trying to like work over your shoulder. Some people are gonna say, "Why is it so dark? Why don't you have a night crew with $10,000 cameras?"
Yeah,
I'll say,
we live in the real world.
yeah.
I know about the rest of you with all that $10,000 night camera show you the football field sized piece of wood at one time. I can see lights in the cameras. What in
That
detail?
was a big
That
one.
one.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Good
I felt
Lord.
it. Hey, you didn't go down. That was good.
Nope, that toe don't feel no better.
Yeah, I feel bad for you for that.
Imagine what it must have looked like to see my light in the wood.
Hey, I'm Connor from Bigfoot Anon, and I'm always on the hunt for the next big adventure. When you're on the trail for long hours, you build up quite the stench, enough to drive any skunk ape or yeti away. Luckily, I'm on the quest now for the solution to all my problems. Yeti bars. They do exist. Available in tons of different scents and fragrances. Check out YetiBars.net for more and use my code BA10 for a special offer. Clean like a beast. Yeti Bars!
The flesh of the unguided and non-believers fuel this void.